Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Awfully Silly. My name is Conception. I'm the host of the show. If you've never tuned in before, this is the show where we, of course, take the world's best block that you could find in a mainline GDQ event, and we put it right here on your screens every 2 weeks. The awful block and or the silly block, and we have a doozy of a show for you tonight as well. But before we get started, I want to remind everyone of a few things. First, if you're looking to get more involved with the GDQ community, you should definitely head on over to our Discord server, the Games Done Quick official Discord server. And especially you want to add the Hotfix role. That's going to keep you staying in the loop on not only Hotfix content, but also upcoming events. You can chat with staff and more. So if you're interested in that, !Discord in the Twitch chat for an invite to the server, and you can get some more info that way as well. One other thing that I wanted to bring up before we get started, you might have seen on social media. If you tuned into SGDQ, you might have also seen I shouted it out during my run as well. But if you've tuned in over the past 4 years to Awfully Silly, I really appreciate you. But I will say that Awfully Silly is winding down, coming to a close, with the final episode being on August 25th. Now, we're going to do something a little bit special for our last episode of Awfully Silly, which is that we're going to be doing a best of episode, which means that you will have a chance to have a say as to what games get featured on that episode. If you're interested in nominating some runs that have been featured on Awfully Silly in the past 4 years, go crazy. You can figure it out. You can find, we have a playlist of all the episodes. Type !Silly finale in the Twitch chat. That's going to get you a link to the form about where you can submit your favorite runs from Awfully Silly. And if enough of them get votes, they might just be featured on the last episode, which is a big deal, by the way, because we have never repeated a game in all 4 years of this show. So this will be the first time we repeat games, and it'll be on the last episode. So I would highly suggest doing that if you would like to see what pops up for the finale. But without further ado, tonight we dive in to silly 64-bit games. That's right. We're living in the N64 era today, and we're going to be kicking it off with a banger of a speed run. This is going to be Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers, and it's going to be run by Nave. Nave, the floor is yours. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Conception. First of all, I want to say that I hadn't actually heard of Awfully Silly coming to a close soon, so I am even more honored than I already was to be a part of its history at some point. I'm very thankful for this opportunity. Yes, I am Nave357. Some of you may have seen me on several other GDQ shows and stages and stuff before for Sly Cooper games. But forget all that. We are doing Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers for the Nintendo 64. A childhood favorite of mine that I grew up with. Just listen to this amazing music. Look at the amazing graphics. Who doesn't love Scooby-Doo? And I am joined with my commentator, Tuba Man. Say hello, Tuba Man.
Hello, everyone. I am Tubaman1459. For the most part, I am a randomizer runner of all sorts of different games, but this game is another one that, as Nave said, was very dear to me as a child. And although I don't have any runs on the leaderboard, I have done a couple runs of this. One of my favorite games to watch. Nave kills it all the time. Super honored to be on the couch for him.
Yes, thank you, Tuba. So, again, this is actually my first speed game I ever got into before Sly Cooper, before Randomizer, before anything else I've done. This was my first, and I currently have world record in one category, but not in the category we're doing tonight, which is any percent, and we'll talk more about that as we go. But this run does go very fast, and I think we're about ready to get started. Is that right, everybody?
Yeah, you just count us down whenever you're ready.
All right. We will start as soon as I click on new game. So I'll give us a countdown in 3, 2, 1, go. So to get started, as the name implies, Classic Creep Capers. This game is all about, we're already getting hit. This game is all about some of the classic creeps from I believe the 60s and 70s Scooby-Doo cartoon. So we're going to see 3 classic creeps. That is going to be the Black Knight, the Snow Ghost, and the Witch Doctor. But then the final chapter actually has an original villain unique to this game, so that's pretty fun. You also might be noticing, what the heck, I'm seeing a bunch of black screens and I'm just like warping around everywhere. This game has something a lot of games really wish they had, which is simply pressing the start button to skip a cutscene. And it is awesome. So, like right here, we are going to open this door for our gang to get in, and then skip the cutscene where everybody got kidnapped, because who cares? We're currently breaking into a museum to try to capture the Black Knight. And on the subject of this being on the Awfully Silly show, I do want to show off this cutscene that we won't skip to show that... Wah! Yeah, it's pretty silly. It's,
Doinks.
Yeah. Zoinks. So that security guard slips and falls on the mop bucket, and we get his key that we're going to use to access a secret door later. And another thing you're going to notice is that I'm actually playing as Shaggy, despite this being a Scooby-Doo game, and I'm just kind of running around picking up a bunch of random stuff. So the way that this game works is that we have to collect every single clue and trap piece that is in the game in order to finish the chapter that we're on. And Scooby just follows us around. He's just controlled by the AI, and despite this being a Scooby-Doo game, we kind of hate Scooby-Doo in this game. He gets in the way.
Yes, we do.
All the time.
Scooby-Doo.
You might have seen it a little bit already.
Yeah, at the very start of the run, whenever we ran into the bat, that actually really was not the fault of Nave. That was Scooby actually just walked in front and decided to ruin us. He even did it a little bit right there.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to see it happen big time in this next area we're going to, the Egyptian wing.
This area.
Yep. So after we pick up this, it's a bag of sand. Nave's going to walk over and pick up Velma's glasses, because Velma disappeared in a cutscene we did not watch. But this is a long, narrow corridor. And
it might be good.
Scooby might have been nice and stayed away.
Oh, the perfect night.
Look at that. Very
I love to
nice.
see it. So typically Scooby will follow you down that hallway, and Scooby doing what Scooby does, he typically gets you stuck and you get caught by the Black Knight, which doesn't do anything other than just cause some damage on your health bar, which is known as the courage meter. But obviously not getting caught saves time, so that's awesome.
So the next thing that we're going to be doing here is we're going to be going to the prehistoric exhibit, which is actually where Velma is. And this is one of my favorite rooms because, Velma's right here. Did you know that?
Did you know
Velma's actually on the other side of that wall, but for some reason the cutscene that triggers whenever you get close to her extends over the wall into where you enter from, so you can just kind of skip straight forward and find Velma.
Yeah, so this path I'm taking right now is where you're supposed to go, because now that we have turned in all of our clues and trap pieces, we just need to lure the villain into our trap and then confront them with all the clues and evidence that we've gathered to accuse them of whatever crimes they are committing. Dinosaur got me, that's fine. But that's going to be the theme of this whole run, is you basically just get all the items, get the villain, and that's the end. All right, so what I did right there is a save and load, and that is unique to this any % category we're doing. There's only two main categories for this game, any % no SNL, and any % no SNL is for no save and load, so you can't do what I just did there. But in any % you can save and load, which saves a lot of time. And that was the end of Chapter 1, already into Chapter 2.
Yep. We will never get to know who the Black Knight was, except, I mean, if you watch the original show, you kind of know.
Yeah. Nice firewood. And there's a snow ghost, but we don't care about that. We're just going to save and load right in his face, and now he's gone.
Crazy how that works.
So the save and load function is really good for basically getting back to the start of a room that you just enter. We're going to use it here. So we just enter this door. That means if we save and load, we're going to warp back to that door. And because this is a dead-end room where all we need to do is grab this one item as soon as we pick it up. Save, load, and we're right back at the door. Saves a lot of backtracking and a lot of really big rooms throughout the game. Especially, there's one in like chapter 3 that I think it saves like 40 seconds or something. It's huge, but in other places, it's a little bit more minor. but it's definitely still very useful. So yeah, right now we're in episode 2. That's Snow Ghost. Ha, good title. And we're chasing the Snow Ghost, trying to collect items and trap pieces to prove what he's been up to, which is basically some kind of like scheme of like ancient Tibetan ancestral items or something for sale. I don't really know this. I don't remember the story of this game. It doesn't matter. What's important is that since we just turned in that first batch of items, that has unlocked this path that was originally blocked by a giant snowplow. I know we didn't show it, but it was there, I promise. So now we have access to a whole new area, an infamous sawmill coming up.
Yeah, Sawmill is a mean area. It is nice in the fact that you don't have to worry about Scooby following you, because it's one of the areas where you just tell Scooby, hey, stay out here, and he goes, we're okay. But this place is very technical, and the hitboxes are tough. They're big, they move fast. So...
Well, only one hit, though. Not bad. We'll take that.
Only one hit is not bad for a marathon run, for sure. Okay, 2, but we won't count that one.
Yeah, that one doesn't matter because I was already saving load. I don't count it.
Me either, for the record.
Thank you. So why did we even go in there? We had to pick up this bone, and surely a bone is not going to be a clue to this villain's creepy capers. Actually, we just have to feed it to this dog so that we can move on through this cave.
Yeah,
and
terrifying dog, might I add.
Some kind of wild wolf thing. At the end of this cave is a secret shrine where we meet this old man who gives us an iron key that we can use to access the attic of the hotel that we're staying in, which has, you guessed it, more clue pieces that we need to finish the chapter. So this game has a ton of back and forth to this cave area. And if we could just break into the attic in the hotel at the start, we would save minutes on this one chapter alone. It'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to be going back the way that we came. You might have noticed that the Snow Ghost was in this room before. Well, that did not change. So we're just going to break his ankles and go around.
Nice.
And so now we've got Scooby chasing the Snow Ghost, chasing Shaggy. It's a wonderful time.
Very good, very good. So we tell the gang that we met a creepy old man in a shrine in a cave. They're probably just as weirded out as we are, but we still have some clues to get. First, we're going to go up in the attic here, as mentioned. And this is another area, much like the sawmill, where these enemies are always on a cycle. So if you just kind of go in a line right from the start, it's not too hard to dodge them all. And we're also going to put the use of the any percent category here, do a save and load, and we don't have to run through that big line of enemies again, which is really nice.
Yeah, that room is tough, especially, if you get hit or if you do something just a little different, cycles can get very tough with all of the different enemies moving at different speeds. So it's very hard to kind of keep it consistent. Especially since one thing... Oh, I apologize. One thing we haven't talked about is movement. So you'll notice he kind of moves in like straight lines, even though the camera is constantly panning to different angles. Well, Nabe is not moving the stick. So there will be times that the camera changes and he will be running left while holding like down left. And that will not change until he holds neutral on the stick and then decides to move again. So in order to move constantly and frequently, you've got to kind of train your mind to move the stick in the way that you want without actually, without going to neutral and spending time standing still.
Yeah, like right now I'm going down. I was holding left. So I was describing this earlier as like baby's first Resident Evil, where it has the fixed camera angles and everything and very weird tanky controls. But it's not too bad once you get used to it, but I've had years of getting used to it. If you pick this up for the first time, especially in the modern day, you'd probably be very confused. So now at the end of chapter 2 here, we got the snow ghost, we lured him out of his cave, and we're just letting him chase us down this ski slope, which you can actually take at any time, but it's very long and very slow, which is why we just run back and forth between the cave and hotel. But yeah, this time, going down the ski slope, Snow Ghost is right behind us. And basically, just at the end of the slope, there's a trap that the gang has set. No big deal. And that's the end of chapter 2.
Yep, and now there's another person. Oh my goodness, run, run, run.
Yeah. So now the story was, I believe, something like we're tired of chasing all these villains. We want to go on vacation, so we went to the beach. And lo and behold, the beach has more villains, wouldn't you know it? So we're running away from this enemy in chapter 3 called A Tiki Scare Is No Fair. He's called the Witch Doctor.
Yes. Now, one thing that we haven't talked about in the lore of this game is that there's this guy named R. Necros that constantly is coming up. There's a clue in every single chapter that kind of feels out of place, that usually has that name on it. So if you sit here and wonder, well, we just went on vacation, what in the world is the Witch Doctor doing here? Well, later on, whenever we find a clue, which is a giant thing of pearls that has R. Necros' name on it, that is one of the big reasons why we get chased down, because they kind of think, oh, they're here to stop our operation.
Yeah, so I also want to point out that we've only been talking about clues and trap pieces, which right here we're picking up a trap piece, some vines that we can use as a rope to tie them up later. But there's actually a third type of item, which is a disguise piece. Each episode has one disguise piece and one specific location where you can use it. Because like right here in this area, the Witch Doctor is just always here. He'll chase you around and do damage to you and stuff. And he's just always here persistently unless you get the disguise piece and then use it in the specific area. And a funny cutscene plays where the villain will walk by, he'll look around all confused, like, where do they go? And then they just kind of despawn forever until the final end sequence where they chase you to the trap that you've set. But obviously in the speedrun, as you might have noticed, we don't care about the disguise pieces. We just kind of dodge the enemies. It's not that hard. All right, what have we got here? I can't quite see. Is he facing west? Yeah, west, south. I'll talk about this in west, WSN, E, and W. All right. You want to talk about this, Tuba?
Sure. So there is, back in the area with all of the moving cardboard pieces of like fauna and flora, there's actually a parrot that you can talk to. And if you give him a cracker, he'll tell you what you need to do in order to get the correct alignment for this puzzle. However, as Nave told me once a long time ago, there's actually a set amount of patterns, and you can tell which one is which based on, yes, the wonderful piece of paper. You can tell which one is which based on the starting position of all the statues. So you just go in, see which ones are which, and then cross-reference your wonderful piece of paper that Nave made, and so cool. You know what to do from there on out.
That is so cool.
I've been saying for years I really need to like digitize this and make like an actual nice looking resource to like share in the Speedrun Discord and on the speedrun.com page and everything. And I still haven't done it, but I have a really nice piece of paper in front of me that tells me all the solutions, which is real great.
All right, so the volcano is a kind of mean place. There's a good way to get to where we need to go, where Daphne has been captured. By the way, that happened. But sometimes as you go through, you'll kind of see that lava rocks pop out, and they can pop out right in front of you, like that. So some RNG time losses and health losses can happen as you are going through, and it's wonderful because we have to go through here several times.
Yeah, basically every time you take an unintentional hit in this game, it's 2 seconds of time loss. And here's let's rotate it. You can kind of tell it says R Necros on the front. Actually, let me open up the menu. You can kind of see it a little better there. R Necros on the front of this crate of jewels here. Whoa. Bad menuing.
Yeah. Having to drop off the different clues and trap pieces to the gang requires a bunch of different menu and button presses, and sometimes it's very easy, especially on good old N64, to kind of hit a button but maybe not actually hit it, and then you just kind of are like, what am I doing? My rhythm is off.
Yeah, it's 3 buttons. You press Z or R, but Z is definitely the better one. A, and then start to skip the cutscene of turning it in. And you're basically mashing those in a very fast, specific sequence for each item. And that was a very quick drop off because you only have 3 items to turn in. But when we get to the end of episode 4, coming up soon, you will see that sometimes when you have a very long list of items to turn in, if you get the menuing wrong, like I did just a moment ago, it can be a lot of seconds of time loss that really pile up. I do want to mention, I actually, in practice earlier today, did get a PB and have had a few world record pace runs that died. But part of why they have died is for things like mismenuing. So this game is extremely optimized right now. Several years ago, me and the current any percent record holder, Smexy Mythic, really pushed this game to its limits of what it was before and cut down the world records by minutes and minutes. And so shout outs to Smexy Mythic, by the way. And shout outs to the end of chapter 3 here. I have a ton of cutscenes to skip, still skipping, there we go. And yeah, menuing, very important to be very optimal with. Keeping your movement lines as straight as possible, which I'm not demonstrating well, but that's also very important. It's just, the game is really optimized right now. It's really hard to get top level, but it's really easy to get into the game in general because it's really fast. As you can see, we're only 17 and a half minutes in and we're already at the final chapter of the game, so.
Now for those that have never played this game before, you might be looking at the sudden scene change and going, what the heck happened? Well, we were actually captured all while doing our own different things. The entire gang was, and we were separated. So that is a real zombie. Don't worry about it. So at this point, it is up to Shaggy and Scooby to try and figure out who imprisoned them. Definitely not someone by the name we mentioned earlier, and also try to find the other members of the gang who have been put into some very precarious situations, and we'll worry about 2 out of 3 of them for sure.
Yeah. If you guys are fans of Velma, well...
Yeah, sorry about this.
I'm sorry. We're not saving Velma anymore. I'll say we're not saving Velma anymore. When I first started speedrunning this game, it was still a required part of the route. But again, thanks to Smexy Mythic, shout outs to him again, that has been skipped in very large part, and we will explain that a little bit more as to why once we get there. But first, we're collecting some fish. Hope you guys like fish.
Cover your ears for this next room.
Nice rat skip there. You spawn right next to a rat, but you can kind of circle around it. And then we needed these fish for this very difficult size puzzle. There we go. Opens up a secret room.
Yeah, who would have ever thought?
Yeah. And here is the Ghoul King, as he's known. He's the original character to this game. The first 3 we've seen are the classic creeps, and this is the original character for this game.
Scooby, let's go!
Scooby did not block me, thank the Lord, because oh my god, he's actually blocking Ghoul King.
Yeah, he's the broest I've ever seen. Yeah, like oh my goodness. Yeah, usually Scooby will.
Scooby snacks after this.
Yeah, Scooby likes to, especially in that room where he picked up the mask. Scooby likes to kind of block you and push you into the witch doctor. But in this case, he did the exact opposite. He was like, "Get down, Mr. Shaggy."
Mr. Shaggy. Yeah.
That's a good dog.
All right. Animal room again. Sorry for the loud noise, but we'll never go in there again. Don't worry. So now we're going to save. We just saved Daphne. You might have noticed. We kind of glossed over that. As she escaped, she was actually just chased by the Ghoul King further into the castle or whatever. But she escapes. Don't worry. And as she escaped, the Ghoul King drops this key that we're going to go use to save Freddy. He has been not only locked in a shed, but also nailed into a coffin, which is why we had to pick up a hammer so we can take the nails out as well. The Ghoul King really hated Freddy.
Yeah, they decided that Fred was just the biggest threat because you got to think about it. We were just put in a room. We could wander around wherever we wanted.
Yeah. Did not care about Shaggy and Scooby whatsoever, but Freddy, yeah, that guy needs to be handled.
Handle him.
Even though, the second he's released, all he does is find Daphne and go, okay, you guys, go find your clues.
Yeah. All right, so we're coming up on a huge skip found by Smexy Mythic, I want to say around 2020, which utterly revolutionized minutes of time save in this game. And it looks like this. There we go. Very nice.
Well done. That was really good.
Explain that?
Yeah, so essentially, in order to open up this way and get this golden key, you're supposed to go with this bug spray that Nave has equipped. You're supposed to go up and find a gear up where near Velma is, put it in, and then that will raise the gate. However, we can just mash the A button and slowly push Shaggy forward into the wall with each time he opens up the text dialogue, and eventually you just kind of clip through. And this lets us skip a couple things. It lets us not have to save Velma, which saves an entire extra room of climbing in the area we're going to be seeing here soon. And it lets us find the Ghoul King early, as we just did and you just saw.
Yeah, really quickly, I saw a question in chat for both of us, Tuba. Our feelings on Matthew Lillard. Oh, you got a conception? Take it away.
Yeah, I'm glad you caught it because I was gonna find a good stopping point. Yeah, what are your thoughts on the live action movies, and I guess specifically Matthew Lillard as Shaggy?
Mm-hmm. Well, I do like Matthew Lillard. I think he does a good job as Shaggy. Mm-hmm. I would say it's been so long since I've seen the live action movies. I honestly don't really remember much about them at all. Sorry, but from what I remember of them as a kid, they were good. They were good. I liked the first one. I don't remember the second one really. But
see, it's so funny because I watched the second one religiously, but hardly watched the first. And I gotta say, for one, I am a big Matthew Lillard fan in general, and not just for Shaggy, but just in general. But I thought that he did a very good job as Shaggy and has continued to do great things as he has worked his career forward.
Yeah, big agree. So there's also a giant tentacle monster trying to sleep in this bed. Again, this castle is actually filled with real monsters, not just people in masks, and it never gets resolved. Don't worry about it. This giant tower is where you're supposed to lower the drawbridge that we clipped out onto. We're supposed to open the gate to get onto the bridge. But again, we don't need to worry about that. We don't have to climb all the way up that tower where Velma is normally captured. But you might have noticed earlier, since we got the golden key at the end of the bridge, it actually just saves Velma because the game expects, oh, you have the golden key. Velma should be saved because there's no other way you could have gotten the golden key. So she's just here. Now we turn in all of our items. Try to focus on that a little bit. Ooh, I messed up one. I messed up two. Slow down a little.
Yeah, Velma actually just said, fine, I'll do it myself after we got the golden key.
Yeah. There we go. So yeah, you can see I messed up twice in that item drop-off, which can be a world record run killer. I mean, it's really that optimized. It's, lose a few seconds there. Not a big deal for the GDQ show. Hope you guys have really been enjoying one of my childhood favorites, both of our childhood favorites.
Absolutely.
We are coming to a close. We've got about about a minute left.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah, this game is a lot faster than you'd imagine, especially as you get to the optimization level that Nave has gotten to. So,
yeah, this is nowhere near like PB pace for me or anything, but I think we will be finishing in under 26 minutes, which will make me very happy for a GDQ show. My dream as a speedrunner from the very beginning has always been to show Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers for the Nintendo 64 on GDQ. And now, thank you to Conception who invited me to this show tonight. I've finally been given the opportunity, and I hope to have many more in the future. This has been a dream come true for me. Seriously, I really appreciate it.
I am shocked that this is the first time. This is a great run.
Yeah,
this is great commentary.
Very fast run too. So feel free to GDQ, hit me up anytime. I'll be happy to show you some Scooby. We can show no SNL next time.
Yeah, that's my category of choice.
Time.
Woo! Wow.
GG, Nave. That was a great run.
Yeah, I got 25.49 on my side, somewhere around there on GDQ side, I'm sure. I forgot to kind of warn that time was coming up, but that was it. We just kind of ran through and collected all the items, caught all the villains, caught all those classic creeps, and Tuba did a great job at explaining everything going on.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Couldn't have done it without a great runner doing it.
Look at that. Yeah. The energy is all good there. Look at that. I would love if either of you have anything you'd like to shout out or plug or anything on the horizon. Now would be a great time for that.
Yeah, I just want to shout out again, Tuba Man, but also again, Smexy Mythic, the current any percent world record holder, has been for a few years. I currently hold any percent no SNL, but since I've been on the practice grind for this GDQ show, I'm coming back. I'm going to get my any percent world record back again. So watch out, Smexy. Thanks again to everybody in the audience and on GDQ for having us here tonight. I've had a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Anything for you, Tuba Man?
Shout outs to Nave. Thanks for having me on. I've really had a good time watching you bring the grind back a little bit over the last little bit. And I suppose I'll need to get some runs in on the leaderboard myself soon.
Please do. Yeah, anybody in chat, just pick up the game, do a quick run. Please submit it on speedrun.com. I would be so happy to see more runs for me to verify. It's a really quick and easy game too, so you can always message me on Discord or join the Scooby speedrunning Discord, which is linked on speedrun.com. There's some helpful people there, including myself. Get into it. I'd love to see it.
All right, awesome. Thank you both so much. I'm so happy. Like I said, was shocked that this has not been shown on GDQ for the first time, but I am glad to be the arbiter of Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers because this run is great. So thank you both so much for an incredible demonstration of this. I appreciate it. For everybody out there, we are going to get ready to take a quick break. Wanted to remind everybody, though, of course, that we like to thank you for supporting GDQ Hotfix with your subs, Prime Gaming subs, Give subs, and Bits Cheered. Those contributions help keep the shows running, so we really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, consider subscribing. That's going to get you some exclusive emotes. You can have some ad-free viewing, and whenever we play our replays, you can have access to the chat as well. So you can also always support the stream by sharing the GDQ channel with your friends, too. We appreciate that as well. All right, but for now, we are going to take a little bit of a quick break. So feel free to get up, stretch those dangly limbs like Shaggy, and we'll see you here in just a few short moments.
What's up?
All right. Hello. Welcome back to Awfully Silly, everybody. If you are just joining us, we're diving into N64 games tonight. We kicked it off with an incredible run of Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers, which was a lot of fun. Thank you to Nave and Tuba Man for stopping by and doing that one for us. Wanted to remind everybody as well, if for some reason you happen to miss that run or you missed earlier shows as well, and you want to catch up on past Hotfix shows, or we just had SGDQ not too long ago, or any other special events, head on over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And if you happen to be watching this on YouTube at some point in the future, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with GDQ stuff. Speaking of Hotfix, by the way, if you're curious as to what is coming up on Hotfix, feel free to go on over to gdq.gg/Hotfix to check out the week's schedule, and you can check out the full season lineup there as well. But without further ado, I think we're going to dive into game number 2 in our little N64 silly adjacent block here, which is going to be Rocket Robot on Wheels, a fun little quote-unquote mascot 3D platformer that I'm very excited about. It's going to be run by Vark. So Vark, the floor is yours. Take it away.
What's going on? We are playing Rocket Robot on Wheels, and it is a 3D platform collectathon. It's kind of similar to Mario 64. doesn't get nearly enough credit, so I'm really excited to showcase it. And today I am joined by 7th Armstrong and Broby helping me on commentation. So what's up?
Hello.
Say hi.
I'm Broby. I ran this game a couple years ago, former world record holder, until Vark came along and has just been destroying this game. So it's just been a treat. So I hope you can watch it all happen. It's such a great watch.
And I'm 7th Armstrong. I helped with a lot of the route for the game, especially this 100% category, which is the one that I focused on the most. And I'm very excited to see it live performed by Vark. Go get it. You got this.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're ready to go. So I'll start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
So, thank you. So, starting off, there is a very small cutscene, but we get right into the action. This game has several worlds, and there's a lot of text boxes. I'm going to try to get one right at the start. Got it.
Oh, no.
Beautiful.
That's I think a one-frame trick.
Yeah, it's like 1 or 2 frames.
Yeah, so you have 1 or 2 frames to collect the ticket, and then right before a text box shows up, you can actually skip it by pausing and then save and quitting. So we're going to our first world right now. After talking to Tinker, we'll be back to talk with him. He gives us our upgrades. We got another text skip there that just shows off, tells you what a world is, but I think we can explain that ourselves. So does anyone want to help out with explaining how a world works?
So, how a world works is each world has these things that we're getting right here called tokens, and there are 200 of them. We use these tokens to upgrade Rocket and unlock various vehicles in different levels. And there's also machine parts, which we just got right here. And we use those to power on the attractions within each world. And later on, we're also going to be getting more tickets, which we need to unlock worlds and progress through the game. And since we're doing 100%, we are going to be getting everything. There's going to be 12 tickets, 200 tokens, 8 machine parts. Oh, all these worlds. Got tons to get done.
Sure is a collectathon. Yeah. So that's the first section called Beware. And we have all these screws that we need to collect in this world. They do show up in other worlds as well, but right here you can do a super throw by grabbing and then just jumping at the right time to make it send very far away, and it goes right to where we need to send them. And you just grab more things.
So a pretty big mechanic of this game is using your tractor beam. So you can swing on kind of like these little pinpoints, and you can also grab things. So that is going to be very important throughout the entire run.
But
but
you may notice that Rocket does not have arms, so this is the next best thing.
And we're now fighting a chicken in tic-tac-toe.
Heck yeah.
But we're cheating.
Oh, we're doing a little bit of cheating. That's fine.
Intended cheating.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Can you even beat this guy if you don't cheat? I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen some casuals do it.
You have seen it? Oh, that's amazing. That chicken is like big brain programmed. Like they trolled really hard, the devs.
So aiming is a little finicky in this game. Unfortunately, this one is kind of difficult to get these throws.
Yeah.
And also, the US is canon in this game.
Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. And
Perfect.
yeah, there's our ticket. We actually skipped this ticket in any percent because it takes a while. In an any percent run, you only need 65 tickets to beat the game. So we can skip a whole bunch that are slow. You heard that little ring. That was the screw from earlier that I threw. It didn't go into the right spot until later on. And I'm building a coaster, or I'm at least repairing the coaster. We're going to come back to it later, but I'm just throwing in some screws now. We'll get the fourth one little bit later, and suddenly Doondog got another tech skip there.
Ooh, our
It tells
first
you,
vehicle. Let's get
yeah,
it.
there's lots of vehicles in each world, and we'll be using the Doondog a couple times for that, just helping us get across the water, just launching ourselves across instead of having to do all that platforming with the weird floating boxes. But we're saving and quitting. We're gonna get our first of 4 moves, the slam. Slam is the only way to attack in this game, really. It's not used a whole lot. I don't know what, we probably only use it like 10 times, but
Yeah, not too much.
we have to break open some objects in order to get tokens inside. But one other thing you can do with it, if you notice, I was dancing whenever I picked up an important object like a ticket or a machine part, but there's actually ways to interrupt that animation. So if I use a slam after collecting it, I won't get the dance. So there's going to be easier ways later on, but for now, slam and like entering into vehicles or entering loading zones, those will kind of be our only way to do a dance cancel. Right now we're just driving through some rings. There's a ring challenge in all but one of the worlds.
This is probably a good time to bring up that this game was actually one of the first physics, like fully physics-based engines brought to a home console. So we're not driving a vehicle quite normally in this game. Like, each wheel actually has to be touching the
There it
ground
goes.
to get what you need in terms of speed. And that includes for our main character, Rocket, here as well. So things like that,
Kinda got that at the
where
wrong
the
order.
enemy just bumped you.
I forgot where I was going.
There you go. Where the enemy bumps you, yeah, you get the full physics experience. So Rocket has suspension. If you're going too fast and you hit something, you're gonna bounce and you're gonna feel it. A bunch of stuff interacts with other things. But the cool thing that they did in this game, there's like 0 invisible walls. So if you can like find a way to get somewhere, you can get there.
So right now we're racing the corn car because that's what you do in this game. I'm knocking that pebble out of the way just so the corn car doesn't get stuck. Because if he gets stuck, he might just say like, hey, I'm stuck. Let's just end the race. Do not want to redo it.
Oh yeah.
Definitely not.
And I was supposed to pick up that token now, but I already got it. So we'll just drive it on by. Don't want to miss any of these tokens here. And of course we get a ticket for doing anything, but we'll pick that up later. We're gonna grab our last screw and we'll be able to build the coaster and finally take it for a ride. Come here, you.
The coaster.
I like to drag him on the ground.
The coaster was one of my favorite things growing up as a kid playing this game. Like the fact that you could just build your own roller coaster in a collectathon, well, make it all sorts of ways you want. Super cool.
Yeah. So for the first coaster ticket, we just need to make it do a full loop. So we're just making it go. We're gonna pick up this ticket. We picked up that machine part, and then it's gonna have us go through a series of checkpoints for the second ticket. I'm gonna try to get a text or a dance cancel here. Nice.
Ooh, well done. Beautiful roller coaster.
Yeah, a little mistake, a little shaky at the end, but we got those inputs. So, yeah, this is kind of the first downtime part of the run, but it really, there's constantly stuff to do. Like, I think that,
Yeah, there's always something going on.
yeah, there's not a lot of downtime. And so I was picking up those machine parts, but what do they do? So in every world, there are, is it 7 or 8 seventh? How many machine parts?
Good question.
Okay, you don't know. I thought you knew. Okay. Well, we pick up all the machine parts, and then there's a place to drop them off, and you usually get a ticket, and then you also get like a little challenge to get another ticket. And you might have noticed that there's this giant like mechanical dinosaur, and we're gonna power that up, and then go inside and get the ticket. Head it over here. gonna get another text skip here. It's gonna tell us how our like life little, I don't know what they are, but like our little energy cells, which is our health. But if we run into that machine, we can kind of cancel it out with the other cutscene. And we'll see if this dino goes all right. Maybe you guys can explain it. I'm gonna try to just focus. It's one of the hardest platforming sections in the game, actually.
Yeah, you're really gonna see the physics engine kicking in here with conveyor belts and water and all the bouncing and enemies trying to get you. Oh. I'm going for a little bit of a difficult trick here. Kind of using the momentum to grab that token and get back up, so we don't have to wait for a second cycle.
Oh my god. Wow.
Cool.
All right, we got it.
Cool. Well done. And this is what I was talking about earlier. There's no invisible walls. You can just go wherever you please as long as you can get up there.
Yeah, so that trick, you definitely need your timing to be right or you will fall. And you only have one jump. So you really don't have any way to save yourself. You will fall down to that water pool if you miss it. Don't miss that purple token.
Every time you grab onto something with your tractor beam, you can also jump again. It's kind of like touching the ground.
All right, that is the first world done.
Woo! Well done.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
So now that we have Slam, we can break open this ice block and get the key and open up the real hub world.
There we are.
And we're gonna go right to Paint Misbehavin'. The worst world in the game, maybe.
It's definitely my worst world. Being mostly colorblind.
Oh,
that makes sense.
wow! I've gotten all the text skips so far. That's crazy.
Yeah, well done.
So I'm in this
Every
tank.
vehicle you get in, you have to do a text skip for reference.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This tank shoots colors. Kind of cool. And so I painted those colors so that they line up with the correct order on those balls that are on the ground. And then they shoot electricity and they give you a ticket. I can't explain it any better than that.
It's a little fun puzzle.
Yeah.
They went like all out with the paint. You can paint enemies, you can paint walls. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. Pretty cool having that sort of freedom in the game.
Yeah, definitely. So picking up this medallion, we need 3 medallion pieces in order to get the... Oh, did I miss one of those tokens? No, I didn't. So there's a weird thing in this game, in this particular spot, where the token count is wrong sometimes. And it said that I had 2 less tokens than what I actually had. And it would have been a really big deal because you need 250 tokens in order to get this move upgrade, which is double jump. So if I missed 2 of those tokens, I actually wouldn't even be able to get this yet. I would have really had to go back. I couldn't just reroute it.
One of the very few glitches in the game. This one's pretty harmless. Just makes you scared.
Yeah, usually on a real run, I just assume that it's wrong if I'm not seeing the right number. It's usually wrong if you're going fast enough, which, I mean, you know, what can I say? We're always going fast.
That's right.
So I'm shooting these statues here to get a ticket, and then there's a ticket that appears, and when I pick it up, there's going to be a museum that pops out of the ground, and I'm actually going to try to position myself in such a way that gets me on top of the museum, so I can... I still have to enter the museum, but I can go down and collect tokens instead of having to climb it.
Yeah, we're going to be doing the opposite of what's intended here and do this little mini dungeon from the top down instead of the bottom up.
There it is, and my tank is going to be waiting for me right at the bottom. My little taxi. My Uber driver. Oh, Got a weird collision there. Let's see if this goes well. Hopefully I don't fall. So sometimes you might see me doing little mini jumps, mostly just to make sure that I don't get my jump eaten sometimes. As Seventh mentioned, this physics engine is like, it's made for this game, and they made a couple mistakes. First one, sometimes when you land with heavy force, you actually get a little bounce, and when you try jumping, you'll just get a double jump. So sometimes I might just jump just to reset that sort of bouncing mechanic.
Highly recommended, especially if you're trying to like turn around at the same time.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be jumping, just it looks like there's no reason to it, but I might be making a turn or just setting myself up for the next jump.
Yeah, because the best way to explain moving Rocket around is you're not exactly moving the robot like left, right, forward, backwards like you would with Mario. You just kind of move however you want. With Rocket, you are very much that little wheel at the bottom. So turning left and right is kind of like a curve rather than, oh, I just want to go left.
Yep.
No, you're
real quick, Seventh. Big trick discovered by Seventh, actually. I think so, right? We're supposed to paint.
Not discovered, but refined. Yeah.
All right. We're supposed to paint Rocket so that he can get past the guard if he looks like a guard. But you can do a prop jump here and just get right over the wall. And then we have to go back though, so I'm gonna do it again. There we go. And we're gonna break it because that's one of our medallions. I don't even know if I really showed the guard on camera because he's useless. There was a guard there, believe me.
Yeah, that's a whole puzzle section where you have to paint yourself the correct colors of the guard, and there's like these bunch of paint pools, so you're like, oh yeah, I gotta mix the colors and gotta get it in the right way. No, we just skip all that now.
Yeah. We are blue though. There's a token in the blue pool. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna try to set up a specific throw. There's a button underneath this bridge, and if I throw the sheep in just the right spot, got it. And another tech skip. So that opened up this laser door underneath the bridge for this dock. And I'm in first person a lot because the steering is like way better than if you're not in first person. I do get out of it sometimes just to move up and down. Sometimes I have to go underwater. But the steering in first person is just incredible.
All right, we're going to get to see one of our first big damage boosts here. So we can skip a little jumping platforming puzzle. Let's go.
Yeah, when you have iframes, you get kind of a weird damage boost. Well, I guess you're not really taking damage, but you have a weird property where you kind of get boosted up when you jump in walls.
Yeah, it's still like trying to push you away from the wall, like you got zapped, but it can't zap you because you're invincible.
Right.
So we just use that to our advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to set up a dance cancel here. Yep, intentionally take damage from that stinger. Hit me backwards, which I didn't like, but I guess we'll take it. You're seeing that double jump just helps us out so much. We can cross gaps much easier. And now we're coming up to our boring river section. So I think it's time for the lore, guys. The lore of this game.
Lore drop. Lore down.
All right. Would you like to do it, Broby, or you want me to?
I would love you to.
All right, will do.
Thank you.
All right, so what we skipped at the beginning with the intro cutscene, we have this giant theme park that was made by Dr. Gavin. And Dr. Gavin was like, all right, Rocket, I want you to just watch over the theme park for us. I'm just going to go to this little party in celebration of the opening. Can you please watch the two main mascots? And one of them is Jojo the raccoon, and the other one is Whoopi the walrus. And Rocket's like, yeah, all right, that should be easy. The park's done. It's all cleaned up, ready to go. No problem. But Jojo the raccoon doesn't like that Whoopi, the walrus, got the whole theme park themed after him. It's called Whoopi World, but there's 2 stars of the show. How good? So JoJo devised a scheme to take over the park and build a whole attraction themed around JoJo. So JoJo ran off, started making a mess of the park, knocked us out for a little bit, and then we're like, oh no, we gotta get this whole place cleaned up and get JoJo back, go save Whoopi. So now here we are, cleaning up the parks, getting it ready for tomorrow. So yeah, we're doing all this in literally one night before Dr. Gavin gets back from the party. According to the lore.
All right, so this river section is it's kind of tricky to do well. I mean, these things are kind of spinning you around, and you have to line yourself up to collect these tokens. And there's a part at the end that's a little bit of a tricky platforming section. There's a little bit of a skip. Hopefully I get it. And we're riding on the ground. Okay.
Yeah, this vehicle does not work on the land. It only functions inward.
Yes. And staying in first person is actually really great because sometimes you get spun around when you're hitting these walls over here, but if you're in first person, you're like guaranteed to reset yourself to whichever way you were facing. All right, here's the skip. They did not make those walls correctly. That's the first part of it. So we hit the first button, and then there's 2 buttons on the other side, but we actually only need to hit the 3rd one, so I'm going to try to just skip right over to the 3rd. Nice.
Oh, well done.
Nicely done.
That's a lot more difficult than it looks because you are also fighting the camera, trying to make those jumps at the same time. If you go like slightly too far, the camera does like a 180 and whips around, then you fall.
I mean, when are we not fighting the camera?
As well. Yeah.
The camera it's a lot. It's just think of like people's complaints about Mario 64 camera, but it's just worse.
A worse version. Nice.
Yeah, most early games, early 3D games did not have cameras figured out, and that's one of the drawbacks to Rocket Robot. I always say Rocket Robot has 2 things against it. 1 is the camera, and 2 is the lack of coyote time, because nobody had those things figured out yet, so I give it a pass.
That is paint. So,
besides those 2 things, this game has so much to offer in terms of movement and speedrun tech and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it's not quite as difficult as like another 3D platformer that I've may or may not already mentioned, but it's still really deep in its movement mechanics. Just like the momentum-based movement, the swinging, it's a lot to kind of master. And, starting out playing the game, I definitely got a lot of help from Broby and Sevens, just watching their runs and asking them a couple questions about stuff. And yeah, it's definitely one of those games that is difficult to master because Rocket fights against you the whole way. He does not want you to play the game.
You have to be one with the wheel to fully understand the game.
So true.
So I'm gonna enter the next world mind blowing, and then I'm gonna immediately leave, and that is because I needed the tokens, but I wasn't around Tinker. But if you exit a level, then Tinker will be right in front of the level. So just opening that door, and then I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna get Freeze Ray. And the Freeze Ray is really important because if you use Freeze Ray after picking up a item that would give you a dance, you can actually just cancel it. The animation for the Freeze Ray just completely interrupts it. So now we can just interrupt every dance for the rest of the run as long as I hit the button right.
Yeah, it's really nice that every upgrade you do acquire in the game is actually very useful for the run. So it's not like very useless at all.
Yeah.
The freeze ray is maybe the most important one for the run.
Yeah, seriously.
You know, you
There's
say
many
that.
different ways.
I think
the
it's
freeze
not
ray.
required.
What? No.
Actually, no. I can think of a spot. I think every move is required.
Yeah.
I think you can
you're
skip a lot, but it is, for a speedrun sake, it is perhaps the most
Definitely.
useful. Oh, yeah, so we got these bouncing mushrooms. I used what's called a freeze boost or a freeze jump on the first one to get extra height. So one weird property about freeze ray is that it carries your momentum vertically. Fix that. Funny little jump.
That jump there, you're not supposed to get up to here at all. This is very early, but if you maneuver around it, you can just get up to this very early.
Yeah, you're supposed to like go around the entire cave or whatever, the entire mine in order to get up here. But we go down to the bottom of the waterfall to end up at the top, because that's how it works.
Of course.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Love me some video game logic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna set up for a really neat death warp. Making sure I have the right. Don't kill me. I kind of
And
screwed up my
holding these
movement.
bombs is just so finicky. It can just blow up any second if you're maneuvering around weirdly. But
All right.
we're good.
We picked up a ticket, or we died, picked up a ticket, hit an elevator button, but then skipped the cutscene and ended up at the start.
Right here, he's doing like specific movements to like not make that mushroom go towards him and hit a trick shot.
Very nice. I was a little bit worried about messing this up. This is pretty much like a run over kind of trick here. You have to hit the cycle, and if you get the mushroom attached to you, it just makes your day a lot worse.
For
The
this
death is
section,
also.
we're-
Oh, sorry. The death is actually really nice because it resets the whole cycle of the elevator. So we know exactly what we need to do in order to get that elevator cycle. If we were to just go back on our own, there would be no telling because it's all just based on where you were when you loaded in out of the waterfall, I think. What were you going to say about this incredible room, Broby?
I was gonna say that it's really incredible. You grab a bomb and you go all the way up and then all the way down, and now we're going all the way back up because there's another wall that's very interesting. And then from here, we have another. Oh wait, I forgot we have the freeze ray, so we can just cancel it. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you
So
can
here's-
jump into the loading zone in any percent where you don't have the freeze ray yet, but it makes it stupid easy.
Probably talk about the intended use of the freeze ray is to actually freeze enemies to make it easier to kill them.
You can also make ice platforms, which we will do, but we're doing anything but that so far. I think I made one platform, but
There
it
you go.
actually only slows you down for that purpose.
But yeah, some enemies are like really, really fast in this game. So the freeze ray helps you just like be like, no, stop. Don't hit me.
freeze.
Oh, I forgot to do my cancel. That's hopefully the last time that you ever see it.
No, cancel. Reset.
So in this room, what?
Uh-oh.
I've never seen this.
Slightly too close. You're good. You're good. There's
I
a
don't want this guy to
little
hurt me. No, I'm actually just gonna kill him for safety.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
So yeah, we're using slam to actually kill an enemy. We'll do that more. But in this room, if you touch two gems of the same color together, it blows up, which there's one that's attached to a wall and you have to throw the other one to it. I'm going to try to do a really cool trick. It's going to look really lame if I talk about it and hype it up and then not get it. So I really hope that I get it. You're supposed to throw them across this gap and then kind of touch them to the wall, but I'm going to try to do it in one throw.
They're very specific.
There's one.
One.
Oh.
Almost bounced in there.
Yeah, it almost
That was
gave
so
me a little
close.
mercy. You gotta stand so far away from these guys.
Oh yeah, those explosions are massive. The animation You saw the little poof of smoke? Yeah, it's about 5 times as big as that, the hurt box, for some reason.
Yeah. And it can bomb you off the ledge and into that little gap. So that's why I just did not want to even chance it. Here's this vehicle. I'm going to get this ticket, and we're never going to use this vehicle again. Thank you very much for your service.
There's a vehicle in every level, but this one's the most unfortunate. It was a pretty cool concept. Pick up large things, but don't have too many large things to pick up in this level. Good luck with machine room.
Yeah, this machine room is a little tough.
Intense platforming for quite a while. So enjoy it.
Oh, I've already screwed it up. Yep, there it goes.
Yeah.
Well, I have extra health.
It's fine.
Nice. Yeah, this room is very heavy on cycles, so the smallest mistakes can really matter. So he's got to lock in.
Oh, that's too far, dude. No.
Oh,
Right.
Slightly off.
Okay.
Yeah,
we
that's what we're
gotta
talking about,
play it a little
cycles.
safe now. Yeah. I had a little bit of a difficult start right at the start of the machine room, and that caused me to lose the cycle. So I am a little low on health, so I'll probably try to pick up one more.
That's probably wise.
yeah.
Yeah, every ability has a use. So we don't use Slam too much in the speedrun, but Slam is amazing for backups because every enemy you kill gives you like 1 or 2 health.
Yeah.
So after we leave here, we can just go pick one of the enemies.
My cycle is completely off now. That's
Yeah,
I don't know how to
It's all new.
play this anymore.
you're fine. Yeah, as soon as we come out of here, we can just grab the health and make it safer. Got all these gear cycles and things moving. Well, tons of grapple points to grab. Well, so much going on in machine room for this level.
Okay, Gobbler
busy.
says good luck as well. Former runner
Oh.
and strat finder.
Thank you, Gigo.
The OG. Gobbler found a good chunk of all the stuff for this game. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a lot of the
Amazing work.
history for this game was around like 2013, like through like Skype calls and all that. So very
I
cool.
joined the scene much
Skype
later.
calls. Yeah.
Yeah, we all 3 of us here joined around like last 2 or 3 years. So pretty new to it, but
Nice.
it's changed a lot. Oh, yeah, he got a ticket through the wall there through using the freeze ray, pretty much.
Yeah, that was a little
Freeze
scary.
ray- That was very
Yeah.
scary. The freeze ray changes how a rocket is angled and kind of pushes your wheel forward. And because the freeze ray also preserves your momentum, it kind of prevents the wall from pushing you away from it. So you just kind of like sit next to the wall and reach in there to grab the ticket.
All right. And we're going into mine cards. I'm going to play it a little safe because I am at 1 health and I'm going to die.
Yeah.
But there is a skip that has not been implemented in the record yet. That's really cool, that you can actually jump into an earlier cart, and it makes it so that you can get into even earlier carts later on and save, I think I timed it to be like 13 seconds faster. So I really like to do that. Basically, you can get this mine cart that I'm missing right now. It's super tight. It looks like it's so close, but it's actually incredibly difficult to get into.
Yeah, we
to
thought
do
it was
that,
cast
you have
only.
To do it, you have to jump out of the minecart you're in and then ride the side of the minecart to get enough momentum to jump out in front of it to make the minecart cycle. To get an earlier minecart, it's kind of crazy.
I hope you guys like the camera noises.
Pew, 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 pew.
Who doesn't?
But don't worry, Vark's gonna put that in a world record at some point. Smiley face.
I
Well,
did
you
it
could
today
run
in a
this
practice
and get
run.
it.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
amazing.
So basically 100% record is free. Anyone can do it.
Yeah, it's a really bad
So
record.
easy. So simple, right?
So that's the last token, and we just need to pick up the ticket at the end of this minecart section.
And it's perfect that we have 1 HP because as soon as we get this, we want to take another hit and we'll get a death, making us go all the way back to the entrance of the level, and we can just exit from there.
Gotta get
Just like how we did in the first world.
Yep, he's
I love
back.
that puzzle. We have a lot of clowns through every level as well, and they'll try and just steal whatever you're holding onto. But this puzzle uses that mechanic to your advantage, and you just need the clown to hold the rope. So cool. Little death work back to the beginning, and we're on to the next level.
Yep. So we're gonna get grapple here. This is the last of 4, and grapple is probably my favorite. It's used kind of like the hook shot from Zelda. You can go into first person and latch on to those grapple points that I'm normally grabbing onto. But there's also a couple extra properties, like you maintain your horizontal and vertical momentum for a little bit. So you'll see me get some like interesting jumps from other momentum based environmental things. I don't know. Oh, another thing I almost forgot to mention is that you can also flip your grapple into the wall, and I just shot a button that opened up this elevator here.
Nice.
And there's also another button that opens up what will be our last world, but we can actually just, oops. Here's the ice platforms at work. But we can just get up there with the grapple, so I'm not going to touch it because it's like a 20-second cutscene. And I think we're going to stop here for a break, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, sounds good. So whenever you are ready, you can count us down to pausing the timer too.
3, 2, 1, go.
Right, beautiful. Yes, so since this is a bit of a longer one, we're going to take a little bit of a break here so everyone can get up, stretch, grab some snacks or gears or whatever it is that they need to get through. And we will see you on the other side of the break in just a few short moments. So we'll finish this out when we come back. See you in a few, everybody. Alrighty, and welcome back to Awfully Silly, everybody. If you're just tuning in, we just took a little bit of a break, but we are trekking right along with we are trekking right along with the run, is what I was trying to say, of Rocket Robot on Wheels, 100%. Just wanted to remind everybody as well, if you're interested, our Hotfix summer merch collection is live. So if you're a Hotfix fan, make sure to head on over to theyeti.com/GDQ and check out our brand new Hotfix shirt, keychain, and sticker pack. But without further ado, go ahead and kick us back off of ARC whenever you're ready.
All right. Yep, let's start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go. Whoop, whoop. So we are headed to a little bit of a harder level. We're in this upper level. This is the last or second to last level. And you can kind of tell that the levels are way more expansive and a little bit more dangerous. We have our grapple now, though, avoiding that little bug. And there's a lot more platforming. I'll probably need help from Broby in 7th doing some explanation because I don't have a lot of room to talk.
Yeah, even in this first part, we've already done a lot of things. We've done the grapple. We skipped the whole cutscene. Probably didn't even notice.
How true.
And the screws have returned, but they're a lot worse.
Oh yeah. They got a mind of their own here. Really, really messy.
Yeah, you don't want them to
Also-
fall into the water here. Camera.
The interesting thing about 100% as well is once you get to the last 2 worlds that are upstairs, you don't need to collect any more tokens in any percent anyways. So it's a very different route from any percent anyways, of course. Oh, nice backup with the freeze.
I like that.
Beauty.
I gotta do this little skip here to skip the beginning part of this obstacle course. Super tight to get up there.
Hold on.
Now I have to battle with the lag. I'm actually angling my camera over here so that I don't have to deal as much with the lag. N64 problems.
Yeah, a laggy system for sure.
They also made this timer really tight. Like, I only had like a second left and I'm a speedrunner. The timers are no joke in this game.
Yeah, this game demands a lot.
Yeah, they basically craft you into a runner.
Games I was able to beat as a kid.
Sure.
So I'm going to use this trick that I call a grapple slide off. You can carry your momentum with the grapple by just taking it out. We're not even going to shoot it. You can if you want. I know Broby likes to do that, but just kind of cancel it when we're done. You shoot out the grapple.
Oh, I didn't know you could just cancel it. I'm going to be honest. Very cool.
I'd like the screw. Yeah. I don't like to jump while I'm waiting for the screw because the cutscene starts just whenever it wants to, and you might get caught in the water if you're in the middle of the jump.
Yeah, you lose any movement when a cutscene starts in this game.
We'll come back for that fourth screw. We're just going to grab this purple token up here. Showing off our wheel. Not much to talk about when we're going through this tunnel. I don't know why they needed to make it so boring. And you'll notice just like a little minor thing is that usually I try to get on top of the grapple points. It just makes it easier, and sometimes it can help you get sort of pushed in the direction that you're going. It's just like a minor thing that I didn't really even think to explain, but you'll probably see me do it a lot for the rest of the run. Get our reward for doing these screws. Oh yeah, so I have this machine here, and we got it really early, and that's because it brings us to a whole other side of the level. And also, real quick, there's this tile flipping puzzle, and everyone hates those, so I'm just going to jump. There we go. Tile puzzle complete. They put that ticket a little too close to the ground.
This is another showcase of using the ice ability to hold on to your momentum. It prevents the slowdown from the little launchers. So you can just keep getting launched for a little bit longer, get up to the higher platform.
All right, so we're putting in our machine, and we're going to a dark side of the level. So it's kind of like the light and dark world.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean,
like
what
TV.
game doesn't have that?
Right.
So everything's dangerous. You went from like a jungle oasis paradise kind of place, and now it's a volcano. And JoJo's face is everywhere, so he's behind it. The lore. Gonna showcase again getting on top of grapple points to kind of like propel ourselves forward.
Yeah, this is another one of those rooms where it's just very hard with a timer, or not a timer, but there's lava rising up, and if you mess up, basically like at any point here, it's pretty over. So having those nice grapples is very nice. Of course. And then right here we have our next vehicle, which is the... Oh, I kind of forgot the name of it, so I was waiting for the text.
I call it the Bat Bike, but I don't think it's called that. The Batmobile, the Bat Bike. It's definitely like the hardest vehicle to control. It has the highest skill ceiling for sure.
It looks hard just from a casual perspective of viewing here.
I actually tragically fell in my any percent record getting this ticket.
No.
We have confirmation that it's the glider bike.
Oh, I like the Bat Bike. I think it's going to be called the Bat Bike. So in this room, there's like a bunch of little rocks that you have to like go back and forth on, but no. So, does anyone want to try to like explain the bat bike mechanics while I'm doing this? It's like it's so hard to describe. You just have to play it.
So it's unfortunately not quite intuitive to what everyone's used to from a lot of other games with gliding. With this, the best way to describe it is you are going to keep your momentum until you turn or go up or down. So you are probably used to like when you glide, it just kind of does it for you and you slowly lose momentum. No, that's not what's going to happen. Every time you pull out your wings, you lose power to your wheels and the bike. So you stop rolling, you stop giving it gas, you stop going forward. But if you're in the air and then pull out your wings, you keep your momentum forever until you hit the wall. And then when you go up, you lose speed, and when you go down, you gain speed. And you can gain a lot of speed, which you'll see here in a little bit as we get some pretty big heights out of this bike coming up in a second.
All right, I'm doing another different kind of freeze boost where if you bonk into a wall and then hit freeze at just the right time, you can get some extra height. Didn't get it there. I don't really know what the window is, but you just have to get a good feel for it.
It's pretty much as soon as Rocket wheels not touching the ground anymore.
This room is so nice when you do it well. Oh, I didn't make it. Well, that's not doing it well. It's okay. We got the freeze jump.
Yeah, the enemy unfortunately got a little bit in the way.
Yeah.
Like I said, the enemies are very fast in this game, and they will chase you down to tag you once.
Oh, he'll definitely get me. This guy always wins. I'm just gonna get him now. Hello, I need your help.
Like a fuck Bumble up in here.
Hey.
Yeah,
foreshadowing.
It's pretty much impossible to do that section well because of that stinger there. The best I can do is have the stinger just hit me to the end, and then I have to like go back to get the last token. We completely glazed over this, or glossed over this, but I entered in a code and then skipped the cutscene where it showed me what the code did, which was opening this.
Oh, true.
This mouth here. Completely we didn't talk about it, but it's done. And back to
a lot of text
the bat bike.
And cutscene skips.
A lot of the puzzle skips, honestly.
All right, this is what a lot of people have a lot of trouble with, this ring challenge here.
Yeah.
We're making it harder by grabbing that token too. The difficulty comes from the fact that there's not a lot of time, and if you miss a ring, it's really hard to go back and get that one. You have to hit them in order. So it's just really important to play it really safe, but also fast.
The way to master this bike quickly is to just try and not go up as much as you can. And there's a little bit of a mechanic to prevent yourself from losing speed by kind of like tapping, as you'll see Vark doing. Just like tapping it just a little bit each time instead of holding completely to keep speed, but
yeah, a lot of the times you just kind of lose control when you're at like top speed with these. You want to like.
There you go. Hold on.
Very nice.
All right.
You get a lot of height and speed from that.
Yep, we're done with the bat bike. Fortunately, I'm gonna try to get another grapple launch here. This is a little tight on getting it. I think I got it. Nice.
Ooh, barely.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, opening that up while the little boost pad is putting me into the air, I can just carry that momentum with the grapple and just barely make it onto that ledge. It's not required to get it, obviously. I think there's another way to get it, and it loses about 10 seconds, and it also uses up some of your health. I think 1 or 2 health. So it's just better to go for it, especially if you get it first try. I probably wouldn't have gone for it again if I failed it right there. Really important I don't fall there because there's really no backup. So we're switching back and forth between light and dark. This is kind of cool little section where you have to climb up to one spot and then you need it to change over to the other side. Actually do need to take a little bit more damage. I have too much, just trying to play it a little safe. Early deaths are, you'll lose at least a minute if you die at the wrong time. Yep, we're done. We just need to die. There we go.
One thing we didn't mention is the last ticket in every level is getting all the tokens.
Yes.
Right.
But you didn't explain that?
So if you're wondering why a ticket is just randomly coming out sometimes.
Yes. And that's also kind of why we need every token. It's kind of part of the inventory, but it also gets us 1 ticket in each world, including the lobby. And now we're on to the other difficult level, Food Fright. We're gonna have to go around this whole room picking up machine parts and a couple tokens and tickets, and the machine parts will grant us access to the upper floors. And as a kid, I just love this level. It's very fun with its like scary food sort of theme.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, my health doesn't... The health is very important in this level, but not yet, because I have this health upgrade I'm about to pick up, which always puts you at full health, so I'm not too worried about getting zapped by that guy.
Also when some of the enemies start to get a little scary because they start to do more than just 1 damage at a time.
Yep, they do too. We're gonna use our not mushrooms, but marshmallows, which just work the same as mushrooms. Plus a freeze jump to get way up here.
Well done.
And now I need to... Oh, I almost missed this purple token. That wouldn't have been good.
I always like the concept of this puzzle.
Yeah, so there's... I have to get the right weight on the scale. And this is the right amount of weight. We want this stinger guy, the brown candy, and rocket. You can't go over the scale or else it'll get mad at you, so... You need exactly that. Just freeze that guy. I don't want to take any damage.
But this is where I was talking about with the physics engine as well earlier. The intended thing is to get like a couple caramels, a couple peppermint candies, and all these other things to put on the weight. But no, since Rocket weighs something and the frozen enemy weighs something, we can just use those plus 1 caramel and we get the weight we need.
Yeah,
cool.
Very clever. I have no idea how to do it with just candies. Been way too long since I've done it that way. Oh, another cool thing is, so I used the freeze ray and I wasn't even looking at the, well, I was technically looking at the stinger. I was facing a completely different direction, but then Rocket looked at it. And the freeze ray is always pointing the direction that Rocket's head is facing. So Rocket looked at the stinger and it sort of like auto locked onto it. Kind of a interesting little thing that Rocket can do.
Yeah, Rocket naturally looks at the things around him. And since we're technically the wheel as the player, Rocket's like, oh, what's this thing? And then we can hit freeze to get the enemies out of there.
Like that. Goodbye. He fell in the milk river. Alright, so we're just climbing up. I missed it. Wow. can get that cycle. I think my camera was a little off. Anyway, we are headed up to the second of 3 floors. Just have to pick up a couple more tokens here. And this room is really cool. There's just something going on the whole time. It's a really dense room. There's 3-4 tickets all in this one little room. And a ring challenge that doesn't require us to get into a vehicle. And I'm not a huge fan of vehicles, so it's kind of fun to finally just use your platforming skills that you've been building up throughout the game.
It was like the perfect little spot for it to spawn. Right on top of the maze, gotta use the walls of the maze to get your rings.
All right, so this little troll here, he wants us to feed him candy of the correct color, but we can freeze clip inside him and grab the ticket because the ticket is just there.
Awesome. That rules.
Don't feed the trolls.
Yeah, don't feed the trolls. Now, one thing I have to point out is there is a recent trick that Seventh found and that I've been implementing into any percent runs that is right here. Do I go for it just to see it? Just to see it?
I mean,
we do.
We got time.
I think we do. Oh, I'll give it 2 more tries and then we're just gonna move on. Whee!
Let's go.
I have to go back though. It doesn't save any time because I need to grab these tokens. Seventh, I believe you said, this is lame, this is useless. And we're like, what are you talking about? It's useful in any percent. You don't need the tokens.
Yeah, because at the time I wasn't running any percent, so I was like, this isn't gonna be helpful for the route. Oh man. And then Broby was like, what do you mean? That's so cool.
Go back.
Yeah. It's a really cool trick. It's probably up there in like all of our favorite tricks, if not the favorite trick. It's called a grapple launch. Basically, when you use a grapple from a really far distance, like the max distance, the game tries really hard to like snap you to that location up by the grapple point. But if you cancel it while you're doing that, your momentum just keeps going. And then if you use a freeze ray, you'll actually carry that momentum because I mentioned that you get the vertical momentum sort of like stored. And so you can combine all those together and you just go flying. There is one use for it in JoJo's World, the final platforming section, and I'll see if I can get it. I've been pretty lucky with it recently. That one will actually save a whole bunch of time.
Yeah, there's a few other spots throughout the run throughout the game that you can use it, but not too many yet that we found to save too much time. There's been a few theories of places. Like, I think my favorite grapple launch is actually the one in the hub world, off the nose of the JoJo statue.
Right.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's
all the
just
way up to the top.
Yeah, at the point that you get the grapple, because it's like kind of late in the game, a lot of the uses are just done at that point. So, maybe if there was some sort of like new game plus in this game, it would be awesome, but no. Ooh, I don't want to take damage. So this room is actually really scary for speedruns. Like, if you're playing it risky, you are running out of health at an alarming rate, and that is no good. I'm going to be definitely playing it safe, because dying here is terrible. So
Yeah,
I'm going to
what
be
might
a
not
little
be
bit of
obvious
a...
at first is all this below us is floor is lava. Think of it that way. It will hurt you. It will constantly hurt you.
And they gave us a little bit of room to get on these tongue platforms here, so we're just jumping even though they're not all the way sticking out. we're gonna go into this monster for a ticket. In any percent, we actually skip right to the end and just get the ticket, but to pick up all these tokens and I have to do the whole course, so you're in for a treat. I'm gonna try to not take too much damage as I then take damage. As I take 2 damage.
It's like really hard
Alright.
not to take damage.
Yeah, it's really hard.
It's brutal.
Yeah, this
It's
is
very brutal.
Usually I would just like
Everything
kind
hurts
of
you.
zip through all those guys and just take the damage, but we're not playing that game today. And first person is doing a lot of work for us.
yeah.
All right.
Nicely
We're not
done.
out of it yet, though. That's not the thing that we're worried about.
Of course not.
Oh, that's actually really bad.
Oh, no.
I think I actually reset this. Do I reset this?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Why
The
not?
claws are very, very hard to get into. We have a setup for the first one. When you exit this, you just do like a little spin, and then it usually lines up with the cycle. If you let you in. Yeah.
I
Like,
missed it again?
oh no. Get it.
Okay.
Okay.
This is actually, I think I'm fine on health because I was really
You're fine.
good about not taking damage. I will hopefully be fine.
Because yes, there's another
Everyone
claw.
needs to send me their luck because this is like, this part is
Handling
really
all the
bad.
luck. All right.
There's one token, and it's caused many people's run to die. Oh, I think we're good. There we go. So you can just constantly get hit by this claw and never get inside, and you run out of health and you
Yeah.
die before you grab that one ticket. You're one ticket or one token away from finishing the level, and your run just dies. And when you die, you go to the start, and you have to climb all the way back up. So that is why I really did not want to die. We're not doing that in this kind of run.
A
Alright.
couple more levels to go. But we're going to
Yeah.
do a small little mini game first, and then we're actually going to do the final level before we do the final level.
Yes,
Whoa.
we're actually gonna beat the game.
Figure that one out, chap.
We beat the game before we finish the run, which is crazy. It's actually impossible to beat the game 100%. Like you can't beat the game and like get the 100% achievement at the same time.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter when we do the final platforming, like beat the game sort of thing. You can do it pretty much right at the end. It just seems to work a little bit better to do it now. This is our little auto scroller. So JoJo's, it is the final platforming section. We have to save Whoopi from JoJo's, and it combines a lot of the mechanics and a lot of the themes from all the different worlds. So you'll see some familiar areas as we play through, but it's definitely like a gauntlet of platforming.
Yeah, one thing you may have noticed if you are keen eyes, there has been no bosses in this game. Zero.
Oh, true.
None. And
Nope.
what the developers decided to do, they were like, yeah, you know what? No, we don't really want to learn how to program a boss. So instead, we're just going to combine a bunch of hard platforming stuff from all the other levels and slap it into the same level.
Wow. All right, that was an interesting fall. I guess I landed in a spot that wasn't really safe ground, so I just slid off and it never turned enough for me to grab on. Well, good start.
Well, Vark, going through some of this platforming, this is probably also a good time to say this game was made by Sucker Punch. Yes, that Sucker Punch. This was their first game ever, and it was a physics game on the N64. You'll
Don't blink or
notice
you'll
a
miss it.
lot of- Oh. You'll notice a lot of similarities to their popular title, Sly Cooper, in terms of like art design and characters and stuff like that. But the engine they made for this game had heavy inspiration for Sly Cooper. If you're a fan of that, highly
Yeah,
recommend
very
checking out
similar
this game as
grapple.
well. Yep.
Or not grapple, but grab, I guess.
Little damage boost to get it. Well done.
Yep. We're actually supposed to do another color thing to get past the guard. And
What guard?
yeah.
Haven't seen him.
You skip all the guards. So cool.
All right. Got to be careful to jump over a little void wall there. And we have another wall. Oh no. What are we going to do?
Well done.
Nice.
The fan trolled you a little bit, but you handled it well.
You get a lot of height from blowing yourself up with the wall, and that just gets you through. But sometimes it can go a little south, but Arch got it.
Yeah. You have to react a little bit to what cycle the fan is on and see if you want to go on the left side of the blade or the right side of the blade. And then you also have to worry about kind of where you're able to land on the fan because it's also rotating. This section, you probably are like, what is this? I don't see any of this from the rest of the game, and that's because it's themed after the final level that we'll be going to, which is actually just the 4th level of the game.
Oh no. Goodbye, box.
If you miss
Here's
that
another-
prop jump,
First try. Nice. That's one of the more annoying sections of this level, so it's great that we skip it with a very cool trick. And more cycles to wait for. This next part has like really jank platforms that shoot you into the sky, but we thankfully only have to work with this one.
if I make it, oh,
Ooh, so close.
Beauty.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
and then bad camera. Thank you. Oh, this section, this is the only time this mechanic ever comes up. We are rolling to make this gear spin in the opposite direction that we're running to. And it's swinging the cog with like a little thing on the end so that we can cross this gap. And it never shows up. This mechanic is just here for whatever reason.
Fan favorite, for sure.
I guess they were just like, well, we gotta do it.
Here's a big spider that we don't really do anything with. We can just kind of hop on him and skip everything about him.
Yeah. It's a little scary. Sometimes you can get hit. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go for this grapple launch here and see if I can get it. Didn't get on it. Come on, get up there, get up there. One more try. All right. I hope I remember how to do it the normal way. I'm a little scared about the jump. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. Take it the easy way.
A little bit of time save here where we can like throw ourselves into like the fall plane and get spawned up top, but it's
yeah. So there's like different voiding spots, and it'll place you in just like little checkpoints, and you can throw yourself in such a way that you get launched into the void plane that would put you at the start of this section. I've actually just been so blessed with getting the really fast launch up there that I kind of forgot how to do it the normal void out way. Probably should have practiced that. But nonetheless, we are finally at the end of JoJo's. I hope you guys are ready for just one more minute of this looping music.
The suspense.
Yeah. So this is where we kill JoJo. This raccoon dies.
No.
My God.
Oh wow.
And I don't know if you mentioned it. If I'm sure that some people already kind of caught on to it. That since it's a Sucker Punch game, JoJo is actually the prototype for Sly Cooper. He looks a little different, but that's him. So after this, we're gonna get a little cutscene. We get a little break, and then I just have to clean up the lobby and then go to the last level. That's that. So this is where an any percent run would end. You would just get 65 tickets and then go and beat JoJo, and the time would end right there. So we've saved him. This is the end of the game. And we can't just do this at the end because we actually get a ticket for beating the game. And so you'd have to watch this cutscene no matter what.
Yep. But Dr. Gavin is back from the party and was like, oh, what happened? This place is a mess. Well, good job getting Whoopi back and stopping JoJo from causing all sorts of mayhem. We got a little bit more time, so let's try and clean up the rest of the park before it opens tomorrow. Good luck, Rocket. And just leaves it to us.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah.
That's brutal.
And you notice that we didn't even see any credits. So the credits is actually really cool. So you'll get to see that once we actually get 100%. The devs kind of went in on the credits.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, one of the few games that you actually have to do 100% of the game to actually see the credits. So I like to meme all the time that 100% is actually the real any percent of the game.
Makes sense. The only game that has any percent longer than the 100%.
All right, we got that re-grab. Oh, what is going on? I guess I wasn't actually like on solid ground. Yeah. So you're supposed to open Whoopi's mouth in order to reach this upper section, but we have grapple, so we're just gonna grapple onto these points here. In any percent, Seventh actually found a way to get up with just using double jump, so that was huge. So we don't have to open up that door in either category. And screws one last time. I kind of forgot that these guys existed. And we'll get these tokens. And that is the lobby done. And now we just have one last level.
All right.
So this one is a lot of flying in the magic carpet. I think I got every single tech skip except for the one, like the poison swamp thing. That's pretty good.
Aiming.
So a lot of flying, and then we jump out to go to different landmarks. We'll try to pick up some tickets while we're flying if we can, because it's way faster than Rocket's movement. But, you know, for this, we do have to jump out. This is a pretty difficult platforming.
Growing up. Just the whole concept of it, I loved so much. Oh, well done.
And we're not going to hit that target.
Let's go.
There is a crazier skip that these two guys are just, they're crazy. They're going for this crazy skip that saves like an extra second. I'm not doing that. But you can do a bomb boost and just damage yourself across. It's super tight. I wish I could show it off, but it's too hard for me.
But the freeze ray jump?
Done.
Okay.
Oh, I love those.
Oh no!
No.
I did a short hop. All right, we gotta do it again. You get to see some cool. Oh, okay.
Too close to the wall.
I'm trying to be really cool right now. All right.
You're doing it. Look at all those freeze rays.
But what if we did it a third time? Because it was
By the way,
that
you
cool.
you can't double jump when you're in the water, so it uses up like fuel.
It's like a rocket fuel jump.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this
Makes
guy is
sense.
the worst.
He can hit you through the wall there. Just bonks you on the head.
Okay, I think he's not aggro on me anymore.
Yeah.
Those enemies do 2 damage to you, so it's really important to not die at the very end. That stinger gets you very often. But thankfully, that's probably the hardest section in the level. So I think all the difficult parts, aside maybe the end is also difficult, but we're cruising, literally. We're gonna do a grapple clip here. We're gonna just shoot this button that's inside this wall. You're supposed to do this little mini game with just like these bombs and hitting targets in order to open the lid, but we will just shoot a little grapple into it. And thankfully we have grapple. In any percent, there was recently a method to clip your carpet in, but it's very inconsistent and it's the worst.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who's really going for it in runs, and I don't know.
Like, we found some setups that help, but it turned the consistency from like 15% to maybe like under a coin flip.
Yeah.
Under a coin flip.
It's gotten to the point where it's worth going for, because if you do really poorly, you might just lose like 10 seconds compared to not doing it at all. So you might as well go for it. This is another very long ticket that you have to grab, and we obviously skip it in any percent. We have to go to all these propellers, pick up the tickets, or the little propeller things. I missed 1 and 2. I'll get it later.
And 3.
Yeah, I was like,
Nice.
missed. That's fine. I'll get them later.
As long as I
Come
know.
back to the middle tower at the end anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, the worst is just missing those propeller timers, because you have to start all the way at the start, which I totally didn't do in front of my commentators the other day.
No way. Nope.
No,
I believe you.
Unimaginable. No way.
I have no reason not to believe you. So
Also, that puzzle is a lot scarier than it looks. It's like, oh yeah, we have a few seconds left. No. Once the timer hits 3 seconds for all those, you actually can't hit the button anymore because of the way that the propeller hat is falling. So you have a lot less time than it actually looks.
Right, yeah.
And for this puzzle, he's just jumping on the platforms and they fall as soon as he touches them. So you got to do it in a certain order.
Yeah, it's one of those, you gotta touch all the platforms, but you can't reuse any. Like that
Right.
sort of concept.
Oh, and it
There's a
should also be
sneaky little
mentioned,
token there.
that this level is very high in the sky and we are above the clouds. So if you fail some of this platforming or fall out of your vehicle, you're respawning pretty far away from where you want to be.
Yep. So here's the magnet tower. This is kind of like the foreshadowing for JoJo's World. You saw those magnets and the cubes that we didn't really use for magnet things. But this is it.
Awesome. That was really,
Really good
fun.
prop jumps.
And one sneaky machine part behind
Oh,
that tower.
So sneaky.
All right, so we've been playing Rocket Robot on Wheels, but we're gonna play a different game just for like 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Can anyone guess what game we're about to play? It's an N64 game. It's really good, really well programmed. It's a GDQ favorite from what I remember.
Oh, it's okay. I know what's happening. I know what's going on here.
Suddenly, Superman 64.
The screen is supposed to be like 80% smaller, no? Isn't that the faster way to play Superman?
I think that's the funniest thing about that run for lag reduction. Oh,
Yep. Yep, that is a quintessential run, a one which we've had on the show before, of course, naturally.
Yep. Thankfully, it's just a bad game just for a minute, and then the rest of the game is a banger.
Yeah.
nice
Oh,
grab.
okay. Got stuck on that.
Full stuck.
And imagine, like, if you miss a ring, do you really want to play Superman 64 again? There is, like, you can grab a couple tokens, but it's so risky. Like, I only have 6 extra seconds. Why would you do that?
Yeah, why would anyone do that? I definitely don't do that.
Oh. Again, no reason to think you're lying, so...
Oh, here they are. I think I'm missing one more.
Yeah, I think there's one more on the other side.
Yeah, I see it. You can see it on the screen. I'll pick it up real quick. Where am I?
Beauty.
All right. Where are we? Whatever. Give me the ticket. Let's finish the game. All right. So this is the machine room. So we got we put in that machine at the bottom of the tower, and now we just need to slowly get this token that I forgot last night as well. Oh,
That's just
sometimes you can
annoying.
hit the button twice. It's really cool when that happens. It's really fast to get 2 cutscenes for one thing.
Yeah.
Now we gotta play a little pachinko. Kind of similar to how you would see in like Super Mario Sunshine. One bonus level.
Yeah, so we're grabbing this token that we don't actually want to fall all the way down, so we do a little interesting movement to just be able to get back up. And one more time. Thankfully, it tells you where to go. They kind of made it easy for us. Button. All right, so hopefully I can go fast enough here. So there's a cycle for these fans that start once you get close enough. Right around here, I want to start going fast so I can hit that cycle, or else we're slow. Oh, that might have been slow. Okay. That was actually a lot faster than I thought. Just gonna wait this out. We're so close. This is the last token in the game. We have 2 more tickets to grab. Don't get caught in that fan.
Ooh.
And then there's a ticket.
Very
Okay, so the last ticket is coming up. It's right behind this owl that I'm probably not gonna get right away, but we might have to chase him down. He's an owl.
Right.
Nah. It's really tough to get that.
Yeah.
We'll need a lot more practice in order to get that, but time is coming up right when I grab it. And time.
Time.
Well done. GG.
You did it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, now you earn the credits.
Yeah, so we could watch the credits. But yeah,
And
while
a
we're
medal.
getting, yeah, and a medal, I guess. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to this part.
Definitely not a golden token.
And now the park has been renamed to Rocket Land. Wow.
What?
Yep. Huge.
But yeah, thanks for having me on and being able to showcase this. This has been like such a fun run that I just decided to pick up, and Roby and Seventh have been super helpful with getting me to this point that I have, I'm the Rocket World Champion now. I stole it from Roby.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Great work.
yeah, and these are the credits. So you have to go and find them. You can pick them up. You can look at the developer. I can't get a good look at them. They make little faces when you pick them up. But yeah, this was super fun. I'm really glad that I was able to show off. Such a great game. It definitely deserves a lot of love, and hopefully you guys try to pick it up. Whether you're just playing on emulator or maybe you can find the game. It's kind of expensive, but yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to say?
No, I'm
Thanks for having
good.
me.
Yeah, thank you.
A lot of fun. It's been such a great journey routing and hanging out with y'all. Looking forward to more as I get back into the game myself in a bit.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Love to hear it.
All right. Well, I think that we're done then. Thanks, Conception, for reaching out to me and inviting me to do this run. I'm super happy that you were interested in it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I saw this, and while I actually do think this is not an awful game by any means, it has a silly vibe to it, sure, but like this is a really, really cool game, and I was watching the run as a big 3D platformer kind of fan. It was instantly hooking to me, and you all did an incredible job with the presentation of it. So thank you to all of you for being here and doing that for us. I appreciate it. For everybody else, we're going to take a little break before we get to our last run of the evening. So feel free to get up, stretch your legs or, your little wheels or whatever the case may be. And we will see you on the other side in just a few short moments. See you later.
Bye.
And welcome back to Awfully Silly, everyone. If you're just tuning in for the first time tonight, we are getting real familiar with the Nintendo 64 console. We kicked it off with some Scooby-Doo, run by Nave, as well as Rocket Robot on Wheels, ran by Vark. And we're going to have one final N64 title for you here in a second. Just to remind everybody of two incredible organizations within GDQ here. First, we have Black in a Flash. That's a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black voices in the speedrunning scene. If you want to learn a little bit more or maybe apply to be in the group, gdq.gg/BAF, and you're also going to want to follow them on Blue Sky. That's blackinaflash.bsky.social to get the latest updates for that. The second group we wanted to shout out is Flame Fatales 2025, which is just around the corner, not too far away. Flame Fatales, of course, being GDQ's all women and femme speedrunning community, is prepping for its next event, which is Flame Fatales. That's going to be September 7th through the 14th. If you want to check out the schedule, gamesdonequick.com/schedule/58. Or you can also type in !FF in the chat for more information on how to join the Discord and stay up to date with all things Flame Fatales. Without further ado, we're going to be diving into our final N64 title of the night, and that is going to be the legendary, the already mentioned once tonight, Buck Bumble, and it's going to be run by Flaj. Flaj, the floor is yours. Take us to the lounge.
Yo, welcome everybody. How we doing tonight? We are getting down with the Bickety Buck Bumble, and guys, you can hear this theme song already. This is really the reason that got me into this game, and we're going to get into it soon. You guys are going to hear one of the best soundtracks the 64 has to offer, but I'm Flodge in the Lounge. Just call me Flodge, though. It's perfectly fine, and I'm joined by commentator.
Baby, here to get butt wild.
Buffalo. He's ready to go, and yeah, I am too. If you guys are down for this, we'll get going here in just a second. So we'll do a countdown here, guys, and we'll be bumbling in 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Bumble.
You're killing it already.
Bumble. I was told we were bumbling.
You guys are right. You guys are right where I want you.
It's happening. Whoa, holy Star Fox 64. Look at you go.
Yes. Yes, and it's interesting you say that because this game is actually made by the people that made Super Nintendo.
I didn't even know
Star
that.
Fox.
What a fun fact. You know what else is a fun fact? Can I tell you?
Boone,
you got some bee facts?
Let me tell you a fun fact. Maybe not about this game, but about bees.
Okay.
Did you know bees have existed for more than 100 million years, which is actually when this game takes place.
That is true.
100 million years ago.
I mean, look at the footage. I mean, it's right at when this is the way bees used to be to survive in Jurassic time.
They should go back to this.
In Jurassic
they're having a rough time nowadays. They should go back to this.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, I don't know what that thing is. You just exploded it, but I don't know what that was.
Oh, these are the big bugs. These are the big beetles.
Those look like
and we want to get them.
robots.
Yes,
Robots.
Robots. Well, they kind of are. Yeah, they've kind of evolved to such a point
They've
where they're kind
evolved
of
to
robotic.
robots.
We have to.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we gotta use these like.
Can you?
Big guns
Speaking
to
of
take
big
care of
guns, what's the armory look like for a bumblebee of your stature?
What's the armory look like? We'll actually get to see it in not this level here, but that last one we were in is actually like the homeland of the bees here. It's like
so
our
you're
home
being
base.
invaded.
And we will be.
Oh my!
Yes,
Oh,
that is exactly
what?
what's happening, and we're.
I had no idea.
Yeah, this is serious.
Holy
Yes.
cow.
Yeah, so we're hoping we can kind of flip through this level here. The goal here is, we're on this side. The wasps are on that side, and we need to get to them. We need to take them out
Now,
to beat this level. So
I'm just throwing a question.
Whoa.
What did you just do?
What? We're clipping, boys. We're clipping. We are clipping out right there.
Do that.
It is so simple.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, really simple
didn't even
strat
know-
there, dude. You just kind of line
I
up.
didn't even know beetles
on
and
it.
wasps knew how to use antennas to that degree. That satellite dish. Oh my god, you're doing it again.
Oh, and it works. And we're going nuts. This is kind of another way to do a little backup strat here. I'm gonna try to see if I can wedge myself through. It's
How
almost
long
like
is this level normally before you do this?
It's not super long. And if you
my
can see here,
God.
these like goals we're going towards. Yeah.
You just
Once
went through
again,
that wall
here we
like
go.
Donkey Kong 64. That was wild.
Exactly. And then we're gonna go through there. We're gonna shoot these things down. These are like the big objectives here. Once they're all down, the level's complete. We're gonna kind of flip
You're
through
just
the walls.
getting rid of
there
all cable
and go
television
right
for these
through.
guys. There's no longer 1,000 channels.
Exactly.
If we got satellite.
No more satellite.
That's a lot. Oh man, I
You know what I
love
mean?
satellite.
Like the last one right here. You're gonna shoot a couple times with the pea shooter, one with the long gun there, and then poof, that's
Oh my
level
God.
2.
You know what reminds me of
Just
poof?
like that, guys. We're
You know
moving
what reminds me of
quickly.
poof? Pollinating.
A poop.
Sure. Okay.
Pollinating. Big what
Pollinating.
bees are great at.
Hold on, my nose is getting itchy.
Yeah,
I observed a bee pollinating the other day.
just really getting into the zone.
It
Method
beautiful.
gaming, as they say.
Yeah. And it was something else. I grabbed the flower off and just held it in my hand and was waiting for the bee to come by.
And then he pulled out
No
a pea
lie,
shooter
it
and started
actually,
ripping
came
it.
Yes.
Come on, brother.
It was all within the buck. It was all,
It's all in the buck.
within the
So
buck.
I'm
Doing
just
it for buck.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand. So what is Buck wearing here? Because it's a mix between a cyborg suit and something that I feel like an electro hip hop artist would probably wear.
Correct. It's based. It's like Superman has his suit that kind of lets him do the many things that he is able to do. A very similar situation
Bug
here.
Bumble wears his suit that makes
once
him
the
go
buck
through
dons
walls.
Suit here.
Oh wow!
Correct.
Is that a drag? Are those
It
dragonflies?
also does that. They are dragonflies. You got a good eye on you there,
hey,
Boone.
I mean, I do know my facts, including another fact that I might know is that hold on, these are
He
off
is
the
bugged.
dome. Just so you know, I am not reading these. These are right off the noggin. So, did you know some of the things that attack beehives are things like Varroa mites? Yeah, hive beetles,
Varroa
which you were just fighting a little bit ago. Wax moths. Never seen one of them. I bet they're scary. I don't like big scary moths. Yeah,
Wax
you know when a moth comes at your face and you're like, I gotta act cool because I know they're not a threat, but you kind of still try
Yeah.
to punch one because it's still scary. It's just scary.
At the same time. Yeah.
Well, do you think
Heavily
we'll
relatable.
see?
Why do you think we're
do
playing
we'll see
Buck
any
Bumble?
wax moths during your time here?
We will. We will actually see. They're very pesky, actually. I call them the green
Little
guys.
Buggers.
Yeah. Oh, they're
Those
coming.
darn wax
And they will get us if we don't get them
Conception, what
first.
is your least
Yeah.
favorite flying
Oh,
insect?
My least favorite flying insect. Ooh. I'm just gonna have to go with the skeeter.
I hate them
with a
skeeters.
skeeter.
I hate
Classic
them
choice.
skeeters, especially them big old skeeters. They're scary.
They love me too. I'll go outside. I'll get bit. 4 or 5 times, easy, every time.
Oh, my
They love
Lord.
me. I'm too sweet. That's what my mom used to say.
I was about to say that's what it is.
Lodge, what's going on here?
Absolutely.
Now you're flying under
Now-
bridges? There's an urban culture?
Yes. Now, yeah. So like the last couple levels, things were happening. We're clipping through walls. We're taking out bugs. Things are going down. This level is more of like the intended path. Not really a good way to clip through. So we're going to kind of do it intended, which is to follow this fuse, if you will, and kind of run through the level. But it's got to kind of blow up before we can do the next thing. Essentially, it's kind of like a switch. So we're going to go down
What's the
further
general...
here and try to clean it up
the
ahead
general
of time.
concept of gameplay
Got some bugs
with
up.
this bee with clearly an unregistered firearm, from what I can see?
To save the hive, you know.
So you pull out different pieces of
But at the same
armory, and
time-
you just kind of like you're just trying to get rid of all these technologically advanced beetles and wasps.
Essentially, yeah. Each level has like a different
And it's a
objective to it. The biggest thing though is
It's a
taking out the wasp.
fly-only game. You're only flying.
The wasp.
Holy
Yes,
cow.
yeah. You mostly fly. You can walk. We'll get to see some walking
This
action a little bit
this
later.
ain't a speed walk.
We saw a little bit right there.
This is a
A
speed
little
run.
bit right there. Yes. So yeah, we're just gonna hang out, let this fuse catch up, get some
Okay,
ammo
so you
here.
pick up ammo.
And we get our
Yeah,
grenades
limited
ready.
ammunition.
Now look at these. We got the shotgun grenades
what?
here.
Shotgun
Very
grenade?
effective. Gonna wait for a second.
Holy.
Getting a little bothered. Oh,
Look
there
out
we go,
for the
baby.
wasps, brother.
Level 4.
So
Going
you
down,
just obliterated that whole entire civilization.
Yeah.
So what makes you
did not have a
not the
choice,
enemy
man.
in this game? Because I'm just seeing you wreck
We
everything.
are the bee. Yes. Well, see, we're currently in like our homeland here. This area here is like our base, and things keep attacking us. So we're like defending. It looks like we're attacking them.
Okay.
We're actually defending. It's like this
So
one
it's
here.
like, whoa,
Try
whoa,
this guy
whoa,
one.
what are these? What in the
One.
snickety slim?
All right, here comes the big boy. Here comes the big boy. Gonna go for another single shot. Oh, we're gonna get it. Yeah, baby, that's fine.
Holy.
Just like that.
What-
The shotgun grenades. are
What
just
a
so
shot.
What a shot. Absolutely buck wild.
Good. Yeah, that one feels good.
Oh,
guys. That one feels good.
I would be nervous to see a bee again after seeing this game. It's making me a little more scared of probably messing with a bee.
I felt the same way after I saw
Yeah,
the B
I mean-
movie.
That's what I'm saying. This has so many similarities to the bee movie. Look,
Yeah.
take a look.
I feel bad, dude. I still have not
Hey,
seen
you know
that
what?
movie.
Let me save you the trouble. It's scary. It's a scary movie.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close
it's
to
pretty
what
close.
we'd see in a
I mean,
movie
it's
like that.
basically this, but except
Pretty
for no
accurate.
unregistered firearms. They're all clean, been cleared by the state, so they're all good to go.
Behind this,
By the hive.
by the
Yeah,
hive,
yeah,
right? The hive state.
So these little doors
Of course.
are. Do you have to wait to go
Yes.
through them most of the time?
The doors are like, yeah, some have like fuses to them. They don't take too long to get to, so we do just kind of hit the fuse and wait. Some of them, they're going to take too long, so we'll try to clip through them. But the big thing here, baby, if you see this like bomb underneath me, oh, baby. Now, this is a super volatile thing. It's basically like a vial. If it hits anything, even grazes the wall,
Whoa, do you know what that reminds me of? There's this little game that's kind of similar to this one. It's called Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Have you ever heard of that game?
Grand Theft
Vice
Auto.
City. Yeah. You ever
Vice
heard of that
City?
game? This
It sounds familiar. Like I feel like I've
this
been there.
reminds me of a mission in that game where you control a small helicopter and it picks up little volatile mines and does exactly what you just did.
Wait a minute. You're not talking about Demolition Man.
Yes, from Vice
Are
City.
you? Demolition.
I mean, you clearly know the game because you're Flosh.
guy.
You're the one with a sub 41 in GTA Vice City,
Sub 41.
Come on.
right?
Wow.
Did I
That
actually
is
get
pretty
that right?
darn
That
good.
was a
I didn't
total
think it
guess.
No, it's a little bit higher than that. Just
Hey,
a
but
smidge
only
higher.
today. Whoa, only
Guys, we're clipping. We're clipping again, guys. It's coming up quick.
You're gone.
And we're going to basically
you're
go
gone.
through out of bounds.
Oh,
here.
no.
And look at this. We're out of bounds, but out of bounds is kind of crazy. You can't really see where you are. We're going to try to just fly into this wall. And I'm going to try to just force him through again.
Come on, little.
And a little bit of mashing
little
here.
bugger,
Come on,
get it.
Buck. Come on, Buck.
Push yourself.
There it is.
Come on.
There it is. Dude, you guys got him through. I just need a little bit, he needs a little bit of belief in him, you
I
know?
wanted to push him through.
He needs that push. It's okay.
What are some of the what's the arsenal looking like
tap,
day to
tap,
day
tap
for
around.
Buck?
Whoa. It's insane. We have the long gun,
gun
here. We've got the homing gun coming up next here. This is I call it the snake gun. It kind of looks like a
snakes.
That little like tail it's got to it.
I hate those.
We're gonna come back, home that thing again. And guys, this one's gonna kind of heat up quick. We're gonna come back.
Holy cow!
Hit this
The
other pylon
frames
over
are
here.
unreal in this game.
We're just trying to time these out. Oh, just you wait, brother. We'll hit this last one here, and then here come the frames.
You
guys ready for the frame?
I want to see.
Whoa!
Oh,
there are the frames.
listen,
Holy moly! I think we had a
PowerPoint.
solid.
I'm just
2
gonna
a
tell
second.
you,
PowerPoint.
my back hurt watching that. My back's
That
hurt.
is, yes. Oh, look, that is the one slide that I have for you guys.
That was beautiful.
Thanks for
Beautifully
the
done.
slideshow presentation.
Slow down there.
Unreal. Unreal.
Yeah, but
Man, but there's.
Most of these levels have been.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Go ahead,
like, tell
sorry.
me, like, is this game just always been speedrunnable in the simple ways, or has it been optimized? What's going on?
No, it's basically, it had a run I did a while back for it, and it was pretty smooth. It was mostly optimal. We had a couple of wall clips, like the one you've seen, where you just kind of like go up a wall and, right towards the edge, you can kind of clip right through, like it's, not even there. That was a big thing, but recently, one of the bigger discoveries is a lot of the guys in the Buck Bumble Discord, and they have gone.
I bet that's a busy,
game, but
busy
a big,
hive, that Discord.
A busy hive is a great way to put it. And boy, let me tell you, yeah, they were able to rip the 3D maps like off the 64 card. And by looking at those maps, they realized that like the starting line is actually right next to the finish line in a lot of levels. And even furthermore, it doesn't require like any kind of checks. Like if you literally just go to that spot, you instantly beat the level. So the guys started looking like, hey, if we can get through this wall, we can skip this entire level. And, they just nose to the grindstone, and within a couple months, they were to not only find where these locations were, but find ways to clip in and back out of the map. It's unreal.
Amazing
That's,
optimization.
Yeah, that shaved like
So
6 minutes.
when y'all are video chatting in that their Discord, do y'all usually do in the hive, do y'all usually do little dances to communicate? Because another bee fact, that's how bees communicate inside the hive, is with little dances, little jigs. They have little hoedowns that just talk about their feelings. And honestly, I do the same sometimes.
Yeah, more people need to.
It's one of those things where like if we're getting like frustrated enough, or like we can't really. If words don't do it, we start to do the little
Conceptions. I'm gonna tell you, that guy does not have 2 left feet. He can move and jig like I've never seen somebody do it.
That's right. I got
He's
2
the
right.
king.
Really?
He's the sneak king. He's got to have good feet.
It's the first time hearing it.
For that.
Good silent.
Wow, secrets are coming out while we're
Sometimes watching
bumbling.
you do that kind of hurts. my
Right to the
back.
wall
Oh,
again, guys.
God.
Heads up. I should have. I know. I should have warned you on that one.
What are you doing to the controller when
Going
that happens?
fast,
You
guys.
just pressing forward?
You don't want to know.
Well, all right. You got a point there.
You don't want to know, brother. Trust me, but it's a good
Some
thing.
people say that
It's a good
backwards
thing. It's
long
getting us
jump.
through.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, doing the buck.
All right. So let
Here's the
me give you some. Let me break it down. This is the forward long jump, aka the FLJ,
Here we go.
aka the flash.
Yeah.
Full circle, baby.
Forward long.
It's all
aerial
part of it.
jump.
Oh, that's the moth. The moth. What? The wax moth you were
just missed
talking
it.
about?
Lordy.
That was him. Yeah, you missed it. You'll see him again though.
You
He
know, I'm
likes to
not
show up
one.
a lot. And this guy here is a little bit of a boss.
A little bit of a
Boss
boss.
time.
What
Let's
kind
see how
of
this
what
goes,
kind of
guys.
boss is this?
He is. He's like a turret, so he can't really
That
turn too
is
fast.
very unfortunate for
We're gonna take
something
advantage of that.
is trying to stay alive in front of Buck
Yeah,
Bumble.
and then boom. He's
Oh
gone.
my! He didn't even stand a
Just like that.
What a silly game.
He's gone. Yeah, it's so easy. Just go behind him, and he's got no
Dude,
chance.
I hope
He's outta here.
the chat
He rotates
is
too
rocking
slow.
to this soundtrack.
I hope we are bumbling, guys. Are
I'm
you
looking
hearing
at
the
the
sound?
hive right now. Like, I'm taking a look at the chat. I don't do it often, but I will. Let me tell you, this is Buck Bumble's the new Beyonce, if you know what I'm saying. Come on,
Bee.
Whoa!
somebody had to say it.
Whoa!
Somebody
Can
had
we
to
say that? Oh baby, this guy breaking all the rules.
People are saying
go.
GTA B. Hey, the B sides. Hey, I'm here for it.
GTA.
B-sides.
I mean, he's got a gun.
He's got a gun.
He does have a
Some
gun.
GTA
He's got a
2
gun.
reference for you, brothers.
There you go.
Did
there
you
you
just
go.
kill
Oh,
a
yeah.
flower, a robotic
But
flower?
guys, that was a lot going on in a short amount of time. But yeah, we basically just kind of wedge in the wall there, slide ourselves up, glitch on through like the other walls, and then just go straight to the final target. You know, that's kind of the recurring theme here. Just get to the end and then do the objective. And
Dude, I'm seeing a lot.
It is actually.
I'm seeing a lot of dancing emojis, so I can only imagine because I can't hear the game. That's why I'm so sad. But everybody in the chat is losing their minds.
Oh yeah.
Good. I hope we are all
Yeah,
bumbling.
they're bumbling for sure. They're bumbling about.
They're bumbling about. They are. What's that? What's that thing you're?
My dreams.
What weapon you got?
My
What's
dreams coming through. So what I'm doing now, I'm grabbing items of a key, like parts of a key here. It doesn't look too much like a key, but just trust me.
It doesn't look like a key, but trust me, it's a key.
Look at that. Now it looks like a key, right? So we're gonna use that to get through this
That
door.
looks like.
Shoot these bees over here if we're lucky. That'll take out
What
most
was
of
that
them.
thing you just? What did you just shoot out of your ding dang and robotic arms?
That was the BFG, the railgun.
Lord.
This is the railgun. We're gonna see it
know
again
this
one
was
more
a
time. here.
Doom
Kind of-
clone.
Whoa.
Holy cow! What the
Oh yeah. No, this gets spicy very quickly.
Conception? I bet you are so happy.
However,
to have such a game that has so much diversity in gameplay.
I'm telling you, this is a big moment for me, guys. I've been wanting to get this buck on the big screen.
Conception, tell us a little bit about what's going
Very
through
happy to be
your
here.
mind watching the Buck do his bumbling thing.
So for
Watching the bug do his bumble
First of
will.
all, if anyone knows me as a speedrunner, they know I'm a big bug fan. You know,
Big bug
bug
guy.
snacks. It's in my
Bug
gene.
fanatic.
You know, so I'm
Bug snack, okay.
plus you know, all this nature, the flowers, the mushrooms. I'm invested and locked in right now.
Oh, yeah, the nature, the flowers, the pollination.
The mushrooms.
That's
It keeps the world
the
going.
environment, dude.
So
That's
You were
what I
just
like to
rocking
hear.
through these levels like you're only pressing forward. Holy cow.
That's really the goal, dude. It's not, it's pretty. You kind of find your path, and you kind of find that you fly straight. This one is unfortunately not. There's not really anything we can really do here. It's mostly just like optimal flying. We just got to pick up these bugs, like stun them with the stun gun that only shows up in this level. And if you can, I'm so sad you can't hear it, Boone. There's a very specific sound that it makes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure the guys.
So many
in chat
people,
here
first off, so many
exactly
people love the term
what that sounds like.
BFG. Nice.
yes,
Nice.
very good.
BFG. Oh,
Because
the bee.
it's a bee game. Oh,
The big freaking gun.
what a good one.
The bee
What a
gun.
good one. What a good one.
It's the bee gun. Yeah, the last hurdling here is going to drop them off real quickly. Send them back home, or no, these are the evil ones. We're trying to kind of research them.
So this is.
That's why we've had to.
So you're telling me this is a game about science as well?
There is some science
do you mind
involved.
if-
Yeah.
okay.
Do you mind
We're
if I maybe
actually-
give you a little bit of science? Just just a little
What?
bees and science
Yeah.
knowledge.
Take us to the classroom, Boone.
So did you know?
Yeah. Did you see that?
Bees
Give
are
us some
being
science.
used to
dude.
study dementia. Because like when a bee takes on a new job, usually done by a younger bee, its brain stops aging. So basically, bees are helping remembrance stuff, which is amazing to me. There's there's so much science in
out,
this
elephants.
game. This game is so close to real life, real science, and I can't even spell science. I get it wrong every time. Is there a C in there? Why is it there?
Sorry,
why is it there?
You're gonna get it someday, Boone. You're
Why
gonna get
is
it
it
someday.
But here's the thing.
We
What are
believe
you
in
doing
you.
now? You're in a swamp level.
So now this is kind of nuts. We've
there's
gone out of
nuts
bounds,
now.
and to
Oh my
get back
gosh,
in
they're
bounds, we're
everywhere.
gonna use. We're gonna use a tractor beam. That's kind of what pulled us back in. It's very scary because that thing gets going too fast. It'll suck us
man.
right in, and we will lose our life
I'll-
just like that. So we're gonna.
I'll tell you. I'm gonna be straightforward with you.
I think we got her nice
I
and
do
blown up.
love a good tractor. I like to ride in them. I like to look at them. And if they got beams on them, I'm into that too. I love them.
Hey, you would love.
What are you
would
getting
love this
from
game.
these little
You need to give it a
flowers?
shot.
Are you pollinating?
That is health. Yeah,
Well,
basically like a drop of. I guess it's honey. I've always wondered exactly
It's
what
pollination
it is coming out of the flower.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of like a honeysuckle
yeah.
before?
I mean,
I think it's like
I
that.
don't know, dude. I don't know
You know,
about
'cause I don't
flowers.
think honey
Conception's
comes out
the
of-
flower guy. I don't know nothing about that.
No. Honeysuckle.
Does honey come out of flowers?
Honeysuckle was your nickname in high school, Boone. That's what I heard.
Oh man, was I sweet on that name?
Whoa.
Holy cow! What?
Wow, that was a fast
We're
one.
clipping, guys. We're clipping.
The way you
That one
it's
felt
so
Yeah, we're
exceptionally
clipping.
quick.
It's so
Oh.
violent, and you just keep doing it. You just yeah, there it is. There's the
Gotta get the controller there.
visual. There's a controller visual for everybody at home.
We are matching. We are matching as fast.
Are you just
a little hard.
teleporting everywhere and beating up these centipede snaky guys?
Yeah. We are, just like the last couple levels. We're just kind of going to that final objective, that final teleport, hitting it, and moving on to the final section of the level. A really nice way of doing these. And this boss is kind of silly here. You can see it's a
on the
nuclear
right show,
silo.
I'll tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at the name.
That's half the title right there.
Yeah,
Okay,
baby.
come on.
Yeah. And we just got to kind of do damage to it. It moves around like the vulnerable point. We just kind of got to chase it around. Doing enough damage, but it blows up.
These bosses don't
Everything's
feel
fine.
like
Level's
bosses.
complete.
They kind of just feel like they're objects in the way of Buck
Like big objects, something.
just getting it done.
Yeah, you'll get your fill here soon, buddy.
Buck is an
I just want a
unstoppable.
good
let me tell
boss.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got a good boss for you, brother. I got
Come on.
2.
Boss
2 good
hog,
balls for
let's
you.
do it.
But you're going to have to sit tight. They're about 2 levels away right now.
Are you just
We're going to clip. We're going to try to clip. We're going to force it in there. We're going to keep
Hey.
mashing.
brother?
Get in there,
Believe.
Buck.
Come on, Buck.
Come on, baby. Once his wings go in, we're pretty much
Get
good.
them wings. Hey,
There they
you
go.
want to know something weird? Did you know
All right,
bees
guys, and now
don't
this
actually
is
have
the
2
hard
wings?
part.
They have 4. Hey,
You're lying.
would I lie to you about bees? I don't think so. Not on public
I would
television.
hope
I
not.
wouldn't. I'm not.
I would hope not,
People aren't
Bill.
tuning in their tubes just to hear a cowboy lie about bees. Ain't happening. Not on my watch.
And all right, guys, here we go. We're going to try to. Yeah, baby, let's go. We're basically the same thing as the last level. We're out of bounds. We're
That
clipping
bee is
back in.
definitely carrying at least 4 times its weight when those things are on its shoulders. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you see that? Yeah. But that's a crazy one there. Because the same thing in the last level where we kind of get pulled in by the tractor beam. This one's different. We can't exactly escape the tractor beam here. We have to like shoot that railgun shot and try to disable it before it takes
Hey,
a
you
hold
want to
of us.
disable a tractor? Pull out
Sucks
of
us
spark
in.
plugs. That's what I. That's always what I've said.
Now, see, if you want to get close enough to that tractor beam to do so,
Details
you be my
details
guest, brother.
on those lawn chairs. Wow, fantastic for N64.
Yeah, not
Think
bad.
about
I
sitting in
would
one of
do
those
it.
lawn
Hey,
chairs.
I was sitting there
and
all
all
day
this
with a
is
little
going
sweet
on.
tea, maybe even a little chicken tender. I mean, hey,
Just one?
I'll say
With
it.
this whole
I'll
warfare
say it,
going
a
on
little
down
chicken
here.
tender. I'm trying to go on a diet, so it can't be all breaded. I just gotta have grilled tender.
One chicken finger. Give me the whole hand. You know what I mean?
Why not all 5 fingers? I'll
Yeah.
do it. Take me there. Come on.
I do it. Guys, this one we're going to try to shoot these real quickly here. I'm going to take a shot in the dark.
Oh.
And miss it. We're going to try to chase
You
this
missed
guy.
it.
We're going to try to see if I can.
Fuck.
Yeah, we're going to try and do it again
Come
here.
on, brother.
It's the same old. I know. We're not bumbling hard
You know
enough,
what that
guys. We
shot
got
in
to
the
bumble
dark
harder.
reminds me of? It reminds me of this certain trick in the game Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Have you ever heard of that game? It's a trick at the very end
Is that
you have to use a sniper
is that
rifle and shoot through walls.
Oh! That is exactly what we're doing here. Yeah, it's crazy. Wow, it's crazy you say Vice City, dude. The 2002
Yes.
smash hit game. Yeah, it's such a good one.
Smash the box office, as they say.
People are still talking about
Such
it
a
to
good
this
one.
day,
Yeah,
so.
I mean, when I've tuned in,
I think people even
when I've tuned
speedrun that
in
game.
to
dude.
some of your personalized Twitch streams and you're playing that game, I rarely see you get to that part because you're so good at playing the beginning.
Wow.
Yeah,
when I'm
dude, when you're
bumbling,
That,
you're gonna pull that out when I'm bumbling.
That was-
When I'm killing an actual
that
boss
was
here.
literally the.
That's
Look,
not
there's
an
your
actual
boss.
You're literally just shooting the back of a bus.
No, look at that. Look at this death animation. The best part here is this guy will still hurt you,
That's a
even though
that's
he's
a death animation?
going down. So we gotta be careful here. We gotta. Oh, yeah, you kind of see him blowing up. He's heading
Oh wow,
towards the
that's
towards the mound there.
riveting.
He's just gonna disappear into the.
through the wooden floor.
It's gonna go. They were like, anything we want to do after this animation? It's like, just clip them and let it rod.
Yeah, clip him right
No
through.
one's looking down anyway.
All right, now
Let's look
guys,
it down. Nobody's gonna watch that animation. Let her rip.
get ready, because here comes an escape sequence type of level. We're gonna try to
I
just
don't
kind
know
of
what
fly
they're saying
through.
in that text, but it's gotta be intense.
I'm telling you, here come the what were they called? The wax moths again. Those guys
Hey,
are all
man,
over this one.
Hey,
We got spiders up in this one.
There's arachnids. Oh,
First time seeing some
Look at
spiders.
the screen. I'm scared.
And don't worry, guys, I don't like them
it's
either.
not that
We're
I'm
gonna
scared
take
of
care
spiders, all right? But I am
Here it is.
deathly afraid of webs, specifically in lower corners of like a small closet.
In lower
When I see a little web,
Yeah, well, then-
oh man, just looking at the web, it kind of scares me.
You might, but say
Low.
you might want to hold
I
cover
can
your
see
eyes,
it.
Boone.
The spiders
it's
are
only
fine.
gonna get worse from
The
here.
little webs that are in the corners. Ooh. I can't. It's hard.
Low.
I try to get them before we see them, just to
Yes,
save you
help
that,
me.
dude. I don't want to
Help
do
me
that
out.
to you.
You better keep escaping.
Big
better
gun
keep
right
going.
there.
Tire.
We're going. Look at that wax moth. Gone.
Oh gosh.
Fly through here. Try to keep it smooth. We have a timer up there. As you can see, it's kind of an
So
escape
it's like
sequence
Super
level.
Metroid. Gosh, man,
We're
this
just gonna
game's
kinda fly
got
through
this
and-
game's got everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
Doom, Super
got it all,
Metroid,
dude.
the hit classic Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Yeah.
Why do you think we're here?
Honestly, if there's any way to have the most amazing hotfix show that I've ever heard of, have its final hurrahs of the last few shows, this is the game to put on. You know what I'm saying? This is a variety
Yeah.
of content.
That's why we're here.
That's
mean,
that's why we're here, and we're
Yeah.
here for the people.
I mean, guys, this is and this is the first time that we've ever bumbled on GDQ.
my
It's
God,
never been there before.
Well, this is
it's
this is a world first.
World premiere. Wow.
Yeah, we're bumbling you guys.
And
for
it's
the
all
first
because
time
you,
ever.
cannot believe
because
it.
you
Ugh.
found raw talent out there, and now look at us now.
No. It is all because of
Oh,
Flosh,
please.
who actually runs the game.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But man, what a talent scout you are,
Sure.
Conception. A true
What
talent
a
scout.
Yep. I did not have any help there for sure.
And I bet if this was played on a main stage, people would have roared in applause of that escape sequence because it was perfectly tuned in. And I don't know what you're doing now.
Here we go.
And we saved the animals.
Oh, guys, we're good. All right, so that was another clip. That was another crazy
What is on
clip.
your back?
This one's
is that
different
the
than all
railgun?
the others. This is that's the
The
big
BFG,
gun. Yeah, baby.
if you will. Dude, hey,
Big gun, the big
can I
flipping
tell you,
gun.
Flodge, I'm going to say it. And I don't want you to get mad on it.
You,
I think this is the
all right,
run.
one time.
This is the run, dude.
The run.
I'm not going to tell you where we're at on the timer, but
Yeah, another boss for you here.
Jeez. Come on.
If you guys are looking,
What?
we're
Come
basically
on, brother.
we've gone out of bounds to get here. This boss is further ahead. We're not actually there, so we're trying to kill him through the wall here. I'm trying to shoot these rail guns out. Oh,
even
camera's
do it.
gone.
I can't even
pull
do
this
that.
back.
Whoa. What?
Yeah, it gets a little wonky because the camera likes to kind
Oh,
of
that,
to get away from you, and the boss does the same thing. Like you can see, he's kind of backed
come
up.
on, hey,
He's kind
come
of
on,
getting a
come a
little
little closer.
scared, a little bumpy. Come
There's
on,
no,
I won't
there's
bite.
no more iconic duo than the N64 and a terrible camera.
we won't bite
It's
you.
64 in the camera that does not work.
I'm
normally.
telling you.
Yep.
Now, hopefully
Come
that
on,
gets
hey.
him. I think that's it. That looks like death.
We got it done.
We
the
got him,
animation.
baby.
Well,
Right
perfectly
through the floor,
executed.
baby. Right through the floor.
Right
And
through
that
the
was it.
floor.
That's the final check there. So he's gone now, guys. You got to bear with me on this one. This is a
There's
big
a
level.
bear
You
with us.
see all that action in there. There's a lot of stuff going on there. So we're going to get in there, take care of all that stuff, fight some really big bugs, hit some
Bugs get
switches.
bigger.
And this one's going to be a bit of a doozy. Guys. So first things first, we clip through
Who
this
needs a
wall.
wall?
We're going to try to just
What
smash
the
our little
frick
heart out, flip on through. And the end of level is actually right there. So we're going to skip everything you saw in that little cutscene there for the level. It just go
Who
right
needs
on
a
through.
story?
Like to
Who
hear.
needs the
It's
story
done.
of how Buck did the journey? Let's just full send it.
Who even needs it? We're just killing wasps, guys, bumbling, having a good time.
I bet the music's banging.
Oh! The railgun there. You guys see the railgun? It's so good. If you hit a clump of them, it just kind
Yes.
of annihilates
Can I get-
every single bee. That
Where can I get one of those? Can I get it on one of them online shopping stores? Because I want one.
Oh, we're going for the first try there, but this is going to be the final clip actually here, guys. Is through this gate here. It's basically a boss rush level. I want you to go around and kill like all the things we've already fought, and we can pretty much skip everything. Just get
Hey.
this clip here.
I believe.
And right behind this.
Come on.
Come on, baby, come on. Oh, you can see he wants to get in there.
in.
He wants to do it. We're going to try to do a couple different methods here. It's a little finicky at times. We have like a slow method to kind of, almost like that there. You see him kind of clip in. But I like the fast method.
Hey, we're here to go fast.
I'll try a few more of these. I think, we got a couple of minutes
send
left. Try to shoot
Let her
them
rip.
on through.
I think you just got to send it. Yeah.
I think you just got to send it.
Yeah, all right, let's. Yeah.
I mean, why are we here?
Yeah. You gotta go big.
It's
You gotta
the
go.
premiere.
You gotta go
It's the
big or go
Buck
high.
Premiere, man. I mean, it's like, what are you here to? What, you here to show off something going slow? No, full speed.
Exactly. Like we've seen quite the arsenal here with Buck. It's been a high speed
The thing
run.
is while this is happening, it kind of reminds me of something because we're seeing something so repetitive.
Oh.
Did you know bees? If we wanted to design automatic facial recognition systems, we could learn a lot by using bees' approach to facial recognition. That means,
Let's hear it. What?
yeah, because if
Facial
like say you're in your yard, right, and you see a bee come up, and you're like, oh, hi, that's just a bee. I'm a little scared, but I ain't gonna touch it because that's not a good idea. Then next day you see another bee. That bee knows if it's you because it knows your face, but you have no idea to recognize if that bee has ever you don't know if that's the same bee or not, but that bee knows exactly who you are.
No.
So that just goes to show, oh yeah,
Really?
And so he's probably going back to his buddies, dancing what your face looks like to your buddies. Which if a bee's dancing talking about my face, it's going to be a Texas two-step. I mean, come on, there ain't no other way. And so he's telling all of his buddies. So if I hurt that bee, all of his buddies are gonna be like, I know your face. I've seen it before. Do you ever think about that?
I've seen it
Until now.
Oh yeah. No, that's crazy. I can imagine how many I see, and then
But that is what
if they
this
see me
reminds me
like.
of. Because I'm just,
They never forget,
Bees
yeah.
never forget.
Oh,
They're like
Buck.
elephants.
It was so close. We
come
got to
on.
give them more bee energy, guys. You got to believe.
Bee energy.
Believe in the little Buck.
Did you know that bees have been to outer space and produced honeycomb in zero gravity?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, are you serious?
That's wild.
How did they get there?
Look, the details.
Oh,
Don't lose yourself. Oh my God.
the clip is
I
so
finally saw it
silly.
because there's a little bit of delay.
It's so silly. It just works.
What made
nothing.
that run special?
I can't explain that one, guys. I don't know. That one's wild. It just kind of
What
works
in
sometimes.
High octane energy behind
What
it.
in Jurassic Park are you
Yeah.
doing right now? What are you doing?
Yeah, this is the
They
boss.
move in herds.
This is the boss. This is the queen.
This is the queen?
This is the hive
Oh, my.
queen.
Dude,
Oh
this-
yeah, baby. We're trying to use these RPGs to hit her from a safe spot here. She's shooting some Mike and Ike's at us. We got to be
Careful with the
careful.
Mike and Ike's.
Delicious. Yeah, they'll hurt your teeth for
Wait,
sure.
do you like Mike and Ike's? I'm not a fan. That's rough. I'm more of a nerds guy. Did you defeat that
love
boss
Mike and Ike's,
already?
but that's phase
Okay.
one, guys. That was phase one. She has
Oh, my
phase two here,
Lord.
but
It
phase
is
two
hard
is
to
a little
look at the
scary.
screen. That
She
is
tries to mob you. We're gonna shoot her, and that should do it, guys. But she'll still hurt us, so we'll fly away. She's gonna hit the ground.
So in the
When
death
she blows up,
animation, you can
that's
be hurt.
time, guys. Yes. Yeah. I've actually lost a run because she fell on top of me and killed
was
me
that
after
time?
she was dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's
Ooh,
time.
I
Yeah,
interrupted
that's
you.
it. There we
Came by
go.
fast. Wasn't ready for it.
oh, lordy.
Nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's a fast one. It really is. The levels nowadays are just so quick, like that one just starting it straight to the end, and then boom, that's it, guys. Really a quick thing
Oh
nowadays.
my
for sure.
gosh.
Hardly 30 minutes.
Lordy.
But that was the Buck. You guys have officially been Bumble.
And I mean,
How we feel?
I will never forget. Just like a bee, I ain't gonna forget of that moment of history
Yeah,
making.
look out, elephants. We found the real memory champions.
Yeah,
Okay.
elephants can't dance like bees. I mean,
Yeah.
I never seen it.
And not from what I've seen.
Is
Not
the
from what
music
I've seen.
slamming right now? Please tell me
But,
the music's like slamming.
Yeah. Oh, there is separate credits music, and brother, it is amazing.
Let it rip.
I am hearing it full blast right
Full
now. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
Conception, what's your
Yes,
take here?
it's there.
What do you think about? Is this an awfully silly game?
So this comes up a lot in the show. What I think about this game, it is certainly not awful, not even close. I would say it's got a silly vibe to it. So that's kind of what tonight was
Definitely.
overall themes was. Like the games themselves not awful, definitely a little goofy, but that's fine. I love a little goofy time.
A little goofy.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there anything that you were interested, like that you learned about bees tonight that kind of you're like, I'm glad I know that knowledge now?
Well, the thing that I took away the most from this is that since this took place 100 million years ago, I think was the number that you highlighted.
Correct. That's absolutely correct.
Cool. Okay, cool. Just wanted to check
correct.
on that. That Buck Bumble probably exists in the same universe as Star Wars.
Whoa, man.
A long
That
time
is
ago.
Awesome.
In a galaxy far, far away with all of this advanced technology, but in the past, that's Star Wars.
It's time to get this IP on the big screen. Hey,
Yeah,
I'm going to
you
go.
heard me, Disney.
I'm going to go to the Hippodrome just to watch this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, guys, we might be getting a remastered
What?
version of this.
Who would
in the
do-
I
future.
hope so.
Who would do that? Who would put time into that? I mean, I'm here for it, I guess.
Yeah, you guys remember like the Croc remaster
Uh-huh.
recently? It's the same people that made Croc want to remaster this
Wow,
one too.
that's awesome.
Hey, let it rip. Ubisoft. Wow.
Yeah, so
These credits, man.
it might happen. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, that is the run, guys. And thank you
Shout
so
outs to the
much
lounge.
for having me on Hotfix. It's been awesome. So happy
Lounge
to get
in
the Bumble,
chat.
the Bumble on here. And yeah, I'd love to give some recognition to the Bumble Discord. Of course, those Bumblers, guys, I tell you, this game, like, in a matter of like 6 months, they were able to like find these maps, find the strats, solve everything. And it just made this run so much more smooth. A lot of levels, it just kind of took a lot of time going through, a lot of difficult enemies, whatever it is, it completely cleared that up. So huge recognition to them. And of course, to the loungers out there. I appreciate you guys so much. Your support it means more to me than you will ever know. And thank you guys so much. And of course, GDQ for having me on and letting me do this, guys. This was awesome. I had so much fun doing this run. Hanging out with you guys was a blast. So it's been a great time. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. And I really hope I can do it again someday.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much. Boone, do you have anything you want to shout out?
Man, I just want to say to shout out something very specific that's on my mind and on my heart is that bees are being trained in Croatia to identify landmines by lacing their food with traces of TNT. Honeybees, because of their acute sense of smell, will gather on the ground where landmines are present. And I think that's very important. That's a very important bee fact.
Wow.
Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face. I tried my best. I just feel like
that's
that's how I want to end
That's
it. It's just
incredible.
like
The image of bees being blown up by mines?
no, but the bees can detect them. They don't get. I didn't say they get blown
You think they get it right the first time?
up. Why not? They should. They're being trained.
I hope they do.
It's a
For
fact.
their
And
sake, I hope
again,
they
these
do.
are right off the dome. I just know this kind of stuff being around, nature. But that's the shout out I got.
That's
to all the
amazing.
bees out there bucking around, man. Go get them.
Shout out
And please
to all
don't
the
sting
bees.
me. You're terrifying.
Keep on bumbling.
All right. Well, that was an incredible run of Buck Bumble to close out the N64 night. I want to thank both Flage and Buffalo Boone for putting on an incredible showcase for us. I want to remind everybody of a couple things as well. One, ! Silly finale in the chat will get you to our Awfully Silly Best of nomination form, of which our final episode of Awfully Silly will include the runs that are selected, voted upon by you as the best from the series run. That does include tonight's runs, by the way. So if you really vibed with Scooby-Doo or Robot on Wheels or Buck Bumble, be sure to give them the nominations, and maybe we'll just bring them back in 2 weeks. Who knows? Or in a few weeks, I should say. The second, if you happen to miss out on our Hotfix shows tonight, be it Awfully Silly from the start of the episode or even further back with Perilous Paths with QD earlier, you're gonna want to stay tuned because you will get a replay of Perilous Paths and Awfully Silly coming up right after this break, and then you can tune in tomorrow for our next round of live shows on Hotfix programming. So be sure to check it out. But that is going to be the end of the episode tonight. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you in a couple weeks with the penultimate episode of Awfully Silly. Bye-bye, everybody.